What's going on, traders? How we doing out there? I'm back in the hot seat and ready to continue, of course, the Olympics here, and didn't have a bad day yesterday. 3 of the accounts going into the green. One account did go back and forth, swinging it from above 5,000, then below and hitting the max loss on that one. We'll talk a little bit about the penny stock challenge there, but trying to get after it, of course. We got a lot to talk about today. Let's get right to it. Like always, we do the playbook first, the sunrise report, then we'll take a look at the leaderboard. Then we'll get to the trading action today. We got a lot to take a look at today, guys. Let's get to it. Let's start it off here first with the playbook. First up, guys, we're going to be taking a look at the Clean Spark. Of course, I was looking at this stock yesterday, going to see if it was going to start to make the move. Yesterday was not the day. It actually pulled back right to the support. So we'll look for another move right back up. This has been chomping all around, and on days where it does well, yeah, there's some good money to be made there in Clean Spark. And the one thing that helps also, it's the cheaper stock, a $16 stock, but does get a big move. I'll be looking for a move back towards 1750s and 1850s today. We'll look to see if this starts to get higher. And one thing that I do want to put on the alert is that we're 100 days from what? Since the Bitcoin halving, of course. And if you take a look, the Bitcoin halving usually brings a little downturn in Bitcoin, followed by an up ramp. So at this point, I'm starting to call it a good outcome for Bitcoin towards the end of the year. Let's see if we can get in the 70,000s and do a little bit of a run. That's what we need for these stocks to really take off, make that move to 22 and 24. We'll see what happens there in Clean Spark. Going to the second one today, and that's NEE. This is a continuation play, right? One that we've been talking about before. We got the first move on it. Now we're going to look for the second move. Let's take a look at the action and see what we're seeing on this chart. Of course, we're talking NEE. Take a look at that. Nextera Energy, and we got the lines here. Let me go ahead and erase this here so you guys can see it. But this was all about a nice little 38.2% retracement, 50% retracement, not even getting towards that and holding on the top edge tells me that, yeah, you're looking for that nice breakout. Now let's take a look at the daily. You can see it here. There's a nice trend line that this one's right into. And just recently on this Wednesday high, you have 75, looking for a run to 76 today. So a nice little move to 76 would be a nice push. Hourly pullbacks to hold. You got that already, guys. So we just recently did a downturn towards that 73.66. Might do a downturns to 73.55s, but other than that, I wouldn't see it breaking that. That's the hourly low right there. And then starting to come right back up here towards the 75.45. We'll look to see if we run towards the 76 today at Nextera Energy. Let's get to the third play here. That's going to be Nike, guys, for a turnaround look now. Of course, Nike got destroyed off of the earnings and has been going sideways. A lot of traders have been trying to call this back. Now I'm starting to see a trend where I have multiple bottoms on the daily that I can get after. So let's take a look at the chart. Let's see what we can trade there on Nike. And of course, what helped this stock get back off the floor? It was Decker's report, right? And if a lot of people know about footwear and accessories, they know Nike, but not too many are focused on Decker's. Decker's is the leader. Regardless of what anybody wants to say, look at the market capitalization, look at the price action. Decker's is the leader here. Nike's going to be one to watch. We'll look to see if this can now start holding this bottoming action around the 71.50s and the 71 and start to come back through the 75. That's going to be the first layer. Then after that, we can start working towards 78 and 80. 80 is the spot that I'd be looking at to trade this up, right? I can look for the gap to start to fill. I'm not looking for that crazy of a fill there. I'm just looking for a move back up towards the resistance or a prior kind of takedown spot. The first day you had a high there, 79.05. Let's see if we can get back up there, start to crawl, start to get back up there. And then you're going to have a little bit of some chop zone as you start to get back towards that level. Then the shadows there. There's still room for that run. I'm looking for just a move to 80, but doesn't look too bad here in Nike. And of course, DEC. is one that you want to watch to continue moving back. This is another one that you can take a look at for the big move. And if Nike's going to make the move, well, Deck is going to make the move also. Could clear back towards 1,000, 1,100 seems to make sense there. And we can watch other kind of footwear accessory stocks to see how they lift on this. Skechers or maybe Foot Locker starts making its way back. You guys can see Foot Locker has been hot already and getting a little bit of a lift here. Well, maybe these start to take a lead. These are footwear and accessory names. All right, that's going to do it for our playbook today. Like always, guys, the playbook is strategic outlook to catch psychological approaches, strategic approach. Where's the patterns, right? Like always, want to be combining variables. That's what I always talk about when I'm talking the playbook. I'm talking some story, some fundamentals and technicals. And don't forget, of course, the overall market, because that could always change everything. Like today, where we have earnings, right? Big earnings coming tonight, Microsoft. Then we'll get bigger boys to come in later, right? You get Apple. Things like that can definitely shake up the market. And of course, the FOMC meeting starting this week and starting right now on Tuesday. We'll be coming out on Wednesday looking for some comments to see if interest rates are going to get cut or not. I think you're going to get a surprise to saying that no interest rates are going to get cut. But hey, we'll find out tomorrow, guys. Keep a look out there. Let's get over now to the Sunrise Report, guys, where we give you guys some value and really give you guys what stocks are moving and why they're moving. Hit the like, guys, and of course, hashtag no excuses out there. Let's get after today's challenge. All right, team, let's kick it off. The first one we're going to talk about, of course, is Pfizer, as they delivered strong Q2 results. And I was looking at this as a turnaround stock. EPS of 60 cents here, beating the 46-cent estimate. Sales of $13.28 billion, surpassing the $13.02 billion estimate. Looking ahead, Pfizer now expecting 24 adjusted EPS, somewhere between 245 and 265 on the high end, where the previous guidance was only $2.15 to $2.35. So even on the high end of their previous guidance, they're putting it out there on the low end there. So this is looking great, guys. I think this is just goes to show you guys that Pfizer has turned things around, and I was showing it in the technicals when I was bringing it to the playbook. Now we got the fundamentals to match the technicals, right? So now that you have that starting to happen, what do you need to be looking for? The story to stay hot. So, of course, Pfizer is working on weight loss drug pills, things like that. Of course, we won't get more information towards 25, but I'll be keeping a look to see if there's any data that supports it. And if Pfizer can keep things going, we'll look for good news. Anything that comes out will help it now because the technicals look good, the fundamentals look good. Now they just need some story to keep them hot. And, of course, why were they getting hit? It was all this right here. It was all the COVID vaccine situation, but we'll see how things turn around here in Pfizer. Let's keep it moving, guys. Let's go over to Procter & Gamble. That's going to be the next stock, of course, defensive area. They reported a robust Q4 24 earnings with an adjusted EPS of $1.40, beating the $1.37 estimate. All those sales at $20.5 billion missed the $20.74 billion estimate. For fiscal year 24, Procter & Gamble gave forecasts of revenues between $85.72 billion and $87.4 billion versus the $86.85 billion estimate. So at least above that on the high end. Adjusted EPS outlook $6.91 to $7.05 compared to the $6.97 estimate here. Procter & Gamble has been hot, but it looks like the bar was a little too high for this report and then taking a down hit here. We'll see what happens there in Procter & Gamble. Here's a surprising one. Let's get to it. Let's talk about, of course, Sprouts farmers market. It looks like the farmers markets are getting the move, guys. I don't know what's going on. Normally in a consumer slowdown time, you wouldn't expect people shopping at like a Whole Foods or a Sprouts farmers market, but hey, Here it is, guys. Look at this EPS beat, and it's a big beat, right? Big beat here on EPS at 91 cents, beating the 78-cent estimate. Sales of 1.89 billion, topping the 1.83 billion estimate. The company projecting Q3 adjusted EPS between 71 cents to 75 cents, above the 69-cent estimate. Following these results, of course, Wells Fargo upgrading Sprouts this morning to equal weight and raising the price target to 90. So as you guys can see here, really good numbers for this company. We'll look to see if they can continue lifting and continuing to push. And one that I'll be watching today off of this report to see if there's some sympathy play with it is Kroger. We'll see what happens there, guys. Let's keep the eyes out there and let's keep moving towards the next stock. Let's go to PayPal Holdings. And PayPal's been really beaten down, guys. So the real question that I have to put out there for investors is the bottom in for PayPal? Throw up in the chat. Let me know what you guys are thinking on PayPal. Let's talk a little bit about their numbers here, as PayPal Holding posted Q2 earnings here of adjusted EPS of $1.19, surpassing the 98-cent estimate. So good beat there. Sales of 7.9 billion, beating the 7.81 billion estimate. So that's all looking good here. Now the only question is the bottom end. So we need to start watching to see if we get a lift off in PayPal. And also, for that mention, take a look at Square, or Block as I could call it, right? That's what we'll be watching. Take a look at both of these stocks. Look to see if we get a nice ramp up in price action today. And these will definitely be on the radar. Let's get to the next one here. We're going to go to Merck. And Merck is definitely something to take a look at here, as they gave weak guidance and it's already dropping in the pre-market, issuing that weaker than expected full year earnings guidance of $7.94 to $8.04 per share, missing the estimate of $8.16. So this is definitely affecting them this morning. We'll see what happens as they keep getting hit here. Of course, healthcare had been hot already. So I think this is another case where the bar was just set high and now you're taking that down hit. Of course, Pfizer's earnings were great. So it's going to be a little bit of a mixed noise in these big drug makers today. We'll see if Merck still gets hit, or can Pfizer raise up all the tide today and kind of lift the boats with the tide today, shifting back towards the upside. We'll find out. Here's a really interesting headline that I had to pull out, guys, because I always like to catch things that can really give you guys an edge out there. So on today's Sunrise Report, I wanted to bring up this report on Toyota. Toyota Motors, of course, Japan's leading automaker, reported a 5% global production decline and a 0.9% worldwide sales drop in the first 6 months of 2024. And this is all looking at kind of what's going on in China, as sales decrease here 5.1%, marking the 5th consecutive month of decline, primarily due to issues in Japan and China. However, sales in North America and Europe increased by 14.6% and 10.2%. So where we're seeing the drop is really in Japan. Japan saw a 22.3% drop, and Asia declined by 6%. So China and Japan are really kind of hurting Toyota Motors here. But I'm also thinking that here is another outlook for this, and it's one outlook that I'll actually be looking to maybe trade today, is how does Tesla get hit on this, right? Because we've known that Tesla's been struggling in China from more competition by like BYD and other names in China. Is this just showing me more and more how Tesla is getting hit in China also? And we could see a negative reaction from that today in the price action of Tesla. We'll find out how this also affects Toyota, as we see more negativity in the auto manufacturers after what Tesla's recent run. And Tesla's recent run, remember, wasn't done because deliveries were that great. It wasn't done because what Elon said. No, this run was done because a robotics outlook, right? Autonomy, right? That's what we're looking for, the robo-taxi. That's why this run happened. And now that we're really seeing the numbers, and you saw Ford's numbers, you saw GM's numbers, it isn't looking good here, guys, with Toyota making this mention. Let's get to the last report on today. That we're going to talk about some upgrade action here as Barclays raise ASML's holding to overweight. And so that's one thing definitely to take a look at, of course, as it's a semiconductor equipment stock that is doing a split. Will be getting some kind of lift off of this, so keep your watch on it. I saw it up in the pre-market. We'll look how the continue action reacts off of this. And the next one here, BofA Securities upgrading a firm holding to a buy and maintaining the price target of 36. Just goes to show me that, hey, maybe I need to keep looking at a firm. I know that it's cost me on both sides. I made a really good trade on the swing trade on the move up, but then got caught on the move down trying to catch the dip. Now it's back over those pricing. So I need to watch to see what happens here in a firm. And if it's going to be a buy by BofA Securities and different analysts, I need to keep it on watch, because just these buy ratings, especially buy and going from holding to buy, is something definitely to catch. And it's going to get some momentum, some look today. We'll see what happens here in a firm or ASML. And like always, guys, tune in right here on Trade the Pool to catch the trading action live. And I'll be starting up just next here, guys. Like always, that's what the Sunrise Report is here to do, guys. Deliver you guys quick edge in the morning so you understand what's moving and why it's moving in the market. Smash the like, hit the subscribe below, and let's get over to the live trading action. It's time to kick things off. We'll take a look also at, of course, the competition and see who's on the leaderboard, who's making the best trades this morning. Let me know. What did you guys do yesterday? How was the trading action? We'll get to the action. Let's start it off. It's time for live trading. What up out there, traders? How we doing? Let's get it started this morning. Let's take a look at the trading action, and I can review some trades that I made yesterday. A good and bad day, right? I had some trades go in the green, some trades go in the red, like always. Never going to be one way. But overall, the best trade yesterday has to definitely have been that TWOU. But that was on the penny account, was able to make a really good trade on that, and then eventually lost some money on this, of course, another name, the penny stock. And that's how it goes sometimes, guys. So I won and lost one, eventually stopped out big on the penny account. But where I'm taking the lead right now is in the bear battle. The bear battle was the Tesla trade. And yesterday was able to get green short Tesla, even though it had a green day. There's not many traders that were able to do that. I'm already watching Tesla decline this morning. So Tesla's on my radar for a short today. We'll see what happens. It has been trying to get up there past the 235 multiple times. I'm looking at hourly resistance starting to really hold up towards 235. At some point, I'm looking for a cut down back through the 230s. So we'll keep this one on the radar. And then, of course, Fizer was on the upside, was looking at that yesterday, was able to make a small gain on this. I made like a nice little $500 gain, but it wasn't as big as I wanted, right? And this morning, it was down there back towards the 3078, and it got a nice little boost off of those earnings. So we'll look to see if Pfizer can continue and maybe other names make the move. Johnson & Johnson has been pulling back after being hot. Maybe this starts to catch a nice lift after Pfizer's good report. Of course, Merck is going to be kind of affecting that, so we'll keep watch on that stock. Yesterday, I did have a trade on Microsoft in the market leaders that I did cut out. So I did cut out of this one. So it wasn't that bad, because at the end of the day, I was still like, I lost $22 on this account yesterday. So it really wasn't much. Could have taken another trade on the market leaders. So today I will definitely focus on market leaders. I'll be focusing, of course, trying to bounce back on the penny action. That's really where I took a hit. Believe it or not, that projected balance is now down 7,000 when yesterday I was up 5,000 at one point. So a swing of 12,000 yesterday on a huge position. I think I had like an 80,000 share position on a small penny stock. But we'll look to bounce back today, guys. So let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the leaderboard now and see what's going on out there, guys. Of course, I'll bring it on the screen. And you guys out there, if you guys want to talk about any action out there, let me know. What do you guys think? Anybody's on the leaderboard? Let me know in the chat. I definitely want to catch you guys. Of course, we could take a look at different leaderboards and specifics, but I'm just going to look at the overall action here. And of course, what do you see on the top trade here? You see TWOU. And that's interesting because this was the bear battle. So he was able to short that and make a hell of a trade there, while I made a hell of a trade on the upside of things, right? That just goes to show you guys, it's going to be a battle. It's going to be back and forth. It's not going to be just one way, right? Catching with you guys in the chat. What's up out there? Yazzie, Bullseye. What's up, man? You lose, stay 60. What's going on out there, Bullseye? Bullseye, you're not doing the competition? Oh, come on, Bullseye. You said you were going to win the competition, man. Forget the live account. I want you to win the competition. How'd you do that to me, Bullseye? Come on, man. I thought you were going to come in here and destroy it. I was going to get you on the show, my friend. We'll see what happens. So like always, guys, let's keep getting after it. Misha, what's up, man? Got destroyed on Tesla yesterday. Hey, that's how it is sometimes, man. It's not always easy. Let's go to the second place here. We got, of course, a trade on the stock that really kind of crushed me. It was that YIBO. It really wasn't the best trade out there. But hey, that's just how it goes, guys. Oh, no, it wasn't this one. I had the penny. I had the other penny named. It wasn't this one. This was the $4 to $5 move that kind of got that nice little rip. So, hey, guys, most profitable trades. Profits are up there. 44,000, 41,000. 21,000 being kind of like the big profitable trades. So now you know where you kind of need to be shooting at if you're trying to win the competition. You need to be making some money, right? This is the truth. And these are some big profits out there, guys. So if you're going to make the top list, we're going to have to take some big trades. Let's take a look at what trading action I'm seeing out there right now. So I have access here, guys. Of course, you guys won't have access to this, but I can take a look at what's doing good out there right now. So right now, let's take a look at the action here. And I can go ahead and let me kind of attach symbol link here. All right, let's take a look at the action here on this one. This is IMNN. All right, this is the top trade right now, guys. It's a short from 420 down towards 350s right now. So it's a really nice trade here and a big position size. So we'll see what happens on this one. Not looking too bad right now. Having a big win there so far. We'll look to see what happens there on this one. And we could take a look at some different trades out there, right? And what's doing well, what's working. We can definitely take a look out there. Right now we have kind of a different trade here. Let's take a look here. Let me get the positions up here. I have filled orders, but I want to take a look at the positions. So just give me 1 second here. Boom. All right, there you guys have it there. So you guys can see the position on this kind of TWOU. So TWOU, really nice trade there. It looks like a long on this one from 246. So 246 in the after hours yesterday, getting long on that, 12,000 shares and up big. Was up big this morning at the 314, was probably up, $6,000. So we'll see what happens there. Taking a look at the top trades in the green here. There's some other shorts on IMNN. So it looks like the shorts on IMNN really kind of winning right now. Here's a nice long on IMNN. This is from 260s and we're at the 360 spot. And this was up there to 4. So, hey, there's definitely ways to win out there. A lot of the trades are in this TWOU and IMNN. So we got to notice that, and we're going to keep trying to battle This is pretty much the trade that I see out there that's winning right now, and the trade that a lot of traders are taking. Why? Because right now, of course, you're restricted on your buying power. And if you're restricted on your buying power, yeah, the smaller names are going to be a little bit easier to have a big size to take a big win. So we'll see what happens out there. Catching you guys in the chat. What's going on out there, guys? You are today. You're trading the competition, Bullseye. You better. Not, I'm about to come out there and get you. All right, man. We'll see what else is out there, guys. Don't worry. You'll win it, Misha. Get after it, Misha. I want to see you back on the board. All right, I'm going to be trying to get back on the board today. Let's take a look at the smaller action, see how those stocks are trading. You got INNN that I was watching earlier. It was at 260s in the morning, and I was watching maybe to take a shot there in the 260s. And this got all the way up as 420s. So right now, just bouncing off the 340s up there by the 360s. We'll see what happens there on IMNN. Getting that nice little lift in the pre-market. But let's take a look around. Let's take a look at the big stock right now that I'm taking a look at, which is Serve. Did you guys see the rip in Serve yesterday? Continuing to go, guys. This thing now got up there towards 2365. What a monster move. And with this one, I'll put on the alert RR, Rich Tech Robotics. So I think this one can make a move to $2. Support around 164 right now, but does have that move potential for that $2 run. We'll see what happens in RR, Rich Tech's Robotics, but definitely Serve just driving that up there, guys. There's a couple other ones to take a look at here that I'll just be going through the list here. ALMS, another biotech. And if I take a look around, you guys can see there's a lot of these kind of smaller names, nothing kind of standing out to me that I'm just like, okay, yeah, this is the one I want right now. So we'll see what happens if we can get continued moves and Serve. I think eventually that comes crashing down, but the question is when. And right now, it's probably not the time, right? So we'll see what happens overall, taking a look to see what else is making a move. I'm watching through the charts right now to see if there's anything that's standing out to me. Nothing much this morning. I can take a look at maybe some buzz out there, but hey, guys, IMNN seems to be where all the trading action is right now. And $4 is going to be a tough resistance to get through again. We'll see if it's able to get through it here on the drive right now. You can see it's right now at 390s, trying to get through that 4. All right, let's keep going, guys. I had a nice trade yesterday on Serve, made over $3 a share on it. Yeah, we'll keep a look. We'll see what we can get in that one today. All right, guys, let's go ahead. You guys keep throwing up stocks in the chat. Let me know what you guys are taking a look at. It's time to keep it going. You know what you're at. It's Trade the Pool, baby. Water. Yeah, I did forget my water. Awesome, guys. All right, well, we'll keep it going, guys, a little bit before the bell. I'll go get a nice little refresh. I could use a nice little coffee again. But let's keep going, guys. Let's see what else is out there. Are you looking at me? Yeah, I'm literally watching you right now, Greg. You, Greg. I see you, Greg. All right, smash the like out there, guys. Good morning, Eric Russell. It's good to see you in the chat. It's good to see all you guys. Definitely smash the like. And if you're on Twitter, for some reason, you're in the competition, you want to talk more, come over to the YouTube side of things. We'll have a great time. And yes, see you, Greg. Let's go. Let's see what else is out there, guys. PayPal. What's up with PayPal this morning? Of course, they had earnings. So let's take a look to see if finally, did we get this to turn around, guys? This had a nice little breakout right on the earnings, up there to 64.50s. With that being said, looking to see if I can get 50% retracement on that. 50% retracement is back down to the 61.75s. So it has to pull back a pretty substantial amount from where we are right now. We'll see if we can get that pullback in PayPal, coming back here towards 61.75, or Square, Block, doing a very similar move, right? So I'd be looking for the same thing, right? If these are going to stay strong, they're probably going to trade together and looking for that move to get back up there. 50% retracement puts it closer towards 61.80s. So we'll look to see if we get some quick red to green in these names, PayPal, Square. And with that being mentioned, you guys can also take a look at Toast, doesn't trade very hand in hand, but this is one that's actually been doing well and maybe starts to get the lift. And it's a very similar name in a similar space. All right, let's keep going. Let's take a look at what else is out there. Your setup is so pretty. How many monitors do you have? Damn. Yeah. And that's it. You can't see them all, man. I still got some over here. This is like over here where I'm looking, and you guys sometimes see me looking. There's another screen here. And the big boy right behind me, I got a nice 50-inch. Gonna have some more, guys, and keep building, right? I want this to be where you guys enjoy catching things. I want to have different scanners for you guys. I want to be able to not only trade, but give you guys information on what's going on in the market. And a big way to do that is to have a nice studio here. So, hey, smash a like and let me know what you guys want to get after. And if you ever want to build a computer or build setups, reach out to me. I'm always willing to kind of help. We can talk about it. I have traders all the time to ask me if they like, like kind of vertical screens. These go vertical. I used to actually keep them vertical so I could have a nice square setup, but we can keep it moving. Let's keep talking the action in the trading out there. It's the Olympics. Let's go for the gold today, guys. Let's see what we can find and trade. Definitely Tesla is going to be on my radar. It's up there now, right now, towards 233s and falling, guys. I think this is all based on that Toyota report, but a lot of traders are going to be watching Tesla today. I'm looking for a bounce back towards 235 to get short big, baby. Let's get after it today. I'll be watching for one more run up on this 15 minutes, come towards this trend line, get up there, get back up here towards this 234.50, towards the 235 overall in this space. I want to be short. Let's see if I can get it today. If Tesla just drops fast, then I'll have to look for bounces. That's the only thing that I can look at. But I love shorting Tesla into strength, not into the weakness. We'll see what happens there in Tesla today. And with that being mentioned, there'll be other names that we can look for continued downside. What about Nikola? Starting to break, right? I mean, this has been holding on off the $9. Could eventually start coming back there towards 760s. And Zap. What happened to Zap? Zap's been sideways, hanging out, man, not doing anything. This could start to come back to $4. We'll find out, man. I don't know how the hell Zap is holding on here, but it somehow is. This is what sometimes confuses me because this stock has no business being up at $9. Let alone $19 where it was prior. But we'll find out, guys, what happens there. All right, guys. What's up with the stocks out there, guys? Maybe I'll try some big risks on the competition. Yeah, that's the way to go about it, right? One thing that helped me yesterday was that cushion, right? I still lost a big amount on the penny power, but I had a chance, guys. I was up 5,000, and any trade into the green there would have put me up probably somewhere near 20,000. So that just goes to show me that's how I got to come after it. If I want to win, I got to take the shots, guys. Let's see if IMNN rips from here, says Eric. Let's take a look at that. See how it's trading right now. INMN is down towards 363s. That rejection of 4 was important for me. I think that rejection is definitely something that I could look to see it starts to fade off of. We'll see what happens here. It has made a couple of moves already in the pre-market. 1, 2, 3 moves. This was the 4th move. I think this is done, personally. I think this is done. I think you might see a crash back down to 3 here. So I could look at this for a short. That's the way I look at it right now after that rejection of 4. What I'd like to see for that rejection is for it to come back around, look like you're trying to break back towards 4, go towards the 380s right now, fail again, not even getting towards 390s, and then the takedown back through 320s. So let's see if we get that right now. I don't mind taking the short on this and taking a shot. I'll probably do it with the penny stock challenge, right? And then just try to go big. The big thing here, though, is you gotta set up, right? You gotta take a big order size close to that 380s, 390s, 4, and know that your out is 430s. I actually think this is more on the short side of things, but hey, we'll find out, man. Are the Qs tradable in the market leaders or only the SPYs? So, of course, right? The actual Qs, I don't think you can trade, but there's going to be some stocks that are in both, right? The Qs and the SPY, right? They're both in the S&P 500. Let me find out a little bit more about that. I think you just got to stick to the S&P 500. So names that you want to be looking into there, right? We can take a look at that, right? I could even pull out here. I'm gonna do you a favor, man. I have of course a scanner here that we can take a look at different stocks that are there. We can take a look at what's up today. HWM, PayPal, Zebra, Skyworks, Stanley and Deckers here. So definitely some other action there. PSX, Phillips 66. So we can take a look at that action, see what can kind of trade today. And of course, some high price names. You got like Booking, O'Reilly's there, Deckers, Costco, right? You can take a look at there. SMCI, you got MCK. There's a lot of names that we can be watching there. Adobe. Keep your eyes on to see what happens out there. I'll be watching towards the net open to see what's actually getting a nice little lift here. AZO is getting a lift today. KLAC, of course, with the kind of upgrade that happened with LRCX. So we'll see what happens with different stocks out there and what stocks are making the move. I'll be watching some of these. They're not bad ones to watch. DEC maybe starts doing it to move, and then maybe Nike gets the push, right? Nike's one that you can trade there in the market leaders, right? So if I'm looking at one, maybe I'm taking a look at some lower price ones in the market leader to actually make the move and make the gain. So Warner Brothers is the cheapest one. American Airlines, Ford, Paramount, right? We'll see what happens to these. You got AT&T, Doc you can take a look at. So I'm just looking at the cheaper names here to see what's going on there, because that can give you a little bit bigger size where you can make a big trade in the market leaders account. All right, we'll see what happens out there, guys. I'll be watching some different ones. LVS and some casinos might be in play as we get Caesars tomorrow. And like always, guys, there's so many earning stocks to keep a watch out there. So be careful out there, traders. A lot to take a look at. And if you guys see any stock at any point during the day, let me know, guys. Big runners, something that you're trading. This is where it's all about. Remember that you guys run the show also. You right now, all you guys watching, you run the show. Let me know what trades are trading and what stocks are moving, and we'll definitely take a look at them. I can do an assessment and see if I can maybe trade on those names. A lot to take a look at today. We'll see what happens. And look, Jerome Powell calling me. It's Jerome. Jerome, what's going on, man? Are interest rates coming down? He said no, guys. He said no. We'll see what happens, guys. Definitely, like always, we got to take a look at the action out there. AMD, we can definitely take a look at. Let's go. Let's take a look at AMD. AMD does trade there, and it's down to the 139s. I don't feel like AMD is coming back anytime soon. This is cracked, and it just looks ugly, man. AMD is just one of those stocks that just doesn't want to get the love. That's the same way I feel about PayPal. It hasn't gotten the love, so maybe now is finally the time that things turn around for PayPal, but AMD is not one of those that I'd feel that same way. We'll look for a deeper decline here, coming back towards below 62 on PayPal right out the gate. So quick pullback. Look to see if that happens. Of course, Microsoft, Sofi going to be reporting tonight. It's already getting the lift. A lot of stocks like to make an up move before the earnings report. We'll see if that can push there. Netflix on the radar, guys. Also looking for this to start pushing back through the 632 spot. I'm going to set an alert there. I'll let you know if it starts to cross and wants to make a move to the upside. Lots to take a look at today, guys. It's 9:12. Let's go looking at that IMNN, because I talked about this similar move, looking for it. Let's see if we get it. The move was to 380s there. It already rejected here, so I'm going to try to get short here, guys, and try to add if it goes back towards that 380s outlook here. Let me see if I can go ahead and try to get this, guys. Looking at it at about 1,000 shares right now. Let me see if I can get a starter on and then go ahead and try to increase towards the 380s. Let's see if I can get 75s or 380s again. All right, 72s here. See if I can get 75s. All right, order out there at the 375 here. Let's see if I can get it. Just looking for the slightest tick back towards that 380s, and then I can start getting bigger sized. All right, nothing down, nothing going down right now. It's down to the 68 here. We're near the bell here, so just looking to see if I can get that one more push to get some fills here, and then going to look for a decline back to the 340s. It's already declining to the 368. Could break the 9 EMA and then start to give up, coming back towards the 350s and 340s here. We'll see what happens. No fill for me just yet. I'm canceling right now. I'm just going to look to see if I can get one more ramp towards that 380s, and then it fails. But hey, I got that chance there already. We'll see what happens here. Can it get up there and then start the failing action back towards the 320s is something that I can look at. All right, here's that ramp up mode, guys. What do you guys think? Is this a kind of a push? Terrible spot to enter long or short on INN. Okay, Eric. Hey, nothing wrong with that, right? We'll take a look at the action here. You guys can see it. It's trying to push through that 380s. We'll look to see if it gets that push through the 380s. If it doesn't, I can go and hit it back down. Let's see what happens. The only key, though, is that you're near that 930s, and that's where it gets hard. I hate being close to 930 because you get that open and you get a lot of driving action both ways. So let's see what happens here. It is trying to get back through that 380s, go to the 4, a fail here. And I think we can get a move back towards 340s, maybe 320s on the downside. So about 60 cents, maybe about 20 cents of risk on the upside. So doesn't look too bad there. Just hit the 385. Let's see what happens here if it starts to downturn. Or will it break out through 4? I do see a big size at 384. It's not monstrous. It's only about 9,500 shares there, maybe 9,600. We'll look to see if it gets back through that 384. There's that rejection of 385. We'll look to see if it starts to hit the takedown now. Since it's so close to 930, I'm probably just going to leave off on this trade. Does it look good? Yes, it looks interesting for me off that 380s to short it here. But we'll see what happens here if it gets back to that 385 on the upside of things. I hate trading right before the bell. I like trading like 8:30. I don't mind 8. But I hate trading at 9, 15 minutes before the bell. Because even if I start getting the action back to 360, I won't feel too confident at the bell. That's the problem. All right, let's keep looking out there, guys. What's up out there? Volume profile is your friend. Yes, volume profile does work out there, and it's something definitely to take a look at, Eric. We'll see what happens. On the patrol for the challenge, on the portal for the challenge, is a trade red. Does that mean it doesn't count? What do you mean? That just confuses me, Bullseye. Maybe just write the question over again. Maybe I just didn't read it right, but I don't know. There's the rejection. Doesn't look too bad, guys. It definitely looks good, like a rejection off that 380. I'm leaving it alone for right now. Trust me. A little part of me is like, no, Mitch, go after it. Take it easy. But I do think this could come back down towards the 320s now that it rejected that 4 run. We'll see what happens here towards the bell on IMNN. And the big thing is that's that third rejection. So you could go back towards the 330s, even the 320 support, and then still work your way back up. Doesn't mean that I'm saying it's completely done, but it also means that I see that topping in that 380. So you can see it right there, that rejection there. So rejection, right? And then it rejects the trend line there. That's important. Now you're getting that pull back down. So that's the way I just saw it. Of course, it's a quick trade. We'll look to see what happens. All right, let's go back to Serve. Let's take a look at some of these other ones. Serve already starting to get a push here off the $20 spot, back up towards 2140s. I'll tell you what, this one's going to be moving all around today. We'll see what happens there in Serve. If there's ways to make and lose money, it's definitely on Serve. So we'll look to see what happens out there to see if some other names get the lift. And I'll be having some different stocks and some scanners out there to kind of keep watch on the action. If you guys have anything you guys want to take a look at, definitely let me know. Well, I'll keep watch to see what I can find. All right, we'll be taking a look to see what happens out there and especially what's going on in the market right now. Let's see it, guys. Let's see what we can find. And of course, we'll be watching some of the bigger boys to see how those trade. Merck was a healthcare name this morning that was fading, and it's continuing to fade this morning. Look to see if we get some bounces there. Sofi had earnings, and it is up towards 754, so definitely on the alert today and watching for pullbacks to start a nice little drive going back towards 8. So if you want a smaller name, yeah, this one's on the radar too. Sofi. I might trade this one in the bull run name, right? So this is not a bad one to watch for. Pullbacks to 736, rip up towards 770s, and then it starts to look good for the 8 push. And of course, this isn't the biggest upside look, right? It's only 50 cents, but these could still make you a hell of a nice gain. We'll see what happens today. All right, looking at Serve, looking for a possible move up. Yeah, Serve is still super strong. Just shows you robotics is where it's at right now. And I want to be maybe watching a rich tech to see if we maybe get that lift towards 2. This is not a bad one to watch for lift towards 2, especially if we're seeing this stock rip Serve like it is. This stock was just up there RR towards 259. Can it take 2 today and 250? Yes, definitely in play. We'll see what happens to these. Not a bad one to watch, guys. And of course, we'll be watching different sectors and industries. We can keep watch Caterpillar, see if they start to come back. Deere, will these bounce? They've been hit right now. A big talk is going to be watching to see what happens in, of course, the FOMC. And we won't get more information on that until tomorrow. First Solar maybe starts to get the bounce. A lot to take a look at out there. Mira getting a little bit of a push up here, guys. Here's a smaller one to keep a watch on. I'll put this up because the hourly chart just looks prime for a nice run towards 3. So keep this one on the radar. Mira. Can this one get the run towards 3? Doesn't look bad right now in the free market. Just made a run to 297. Let's see if it gets the move out the gates. Not a bad one to watch here on Mira. And if you guys have one you guys want to watch, let me know. Ether team. We were looking at this, guys, down at 10. It's back towards 11.22. I'm looking for a run back towards 12. And Clean Spark is definitely on the radar. I'm going to look for this one to maybe just do a real quick move to the upside. Of course, got to get ready for that. Be ready, knowing that I'm switching the accounts, making sure I'm doing things the right way. And like always, guys, be careful out there. With the different accounts. It's not easy, guys. You got to know what you're doing and focus so you don't make mistakes. You like Deere? All right, we'll keep that one on the radar. We'll see what happens out there. And let me know if there's one that's moving out there and maybe I miss it. All right. I see I highlighted a trade and it was red, though a green trade. Not sure what's going on there, Bullseye. I wish you the best, my friend. Just a little confusing there, but sometimes maybe it's just me and how I'm reading it. We'll see if Clean Spark really gets that move right out the gates. That's what I'm looking for. Mara already starting to climb, and that's another one that I'd put on the radar. Both of them look good, right? And you can take a look at different ones like Riot, back down towards the 1050s and holding. That makes sense to me. Undercut 1050, then start working your way back up. We'll see what happens there. And Riot, you can look at CIFR. It had a buyout mention. Hive below 5. Will this start to get the move back towards 4? Hut, right? Hut has been pulling back after kind of really a big run there in Hut. We'll see what happens there. Maybe you can make a run back to 1750s. Definitely on the radar out there and going to be moving all over the place are these Bitcoin names. Be careful out there, traders. We'll see what we can find. All right, also been watching to see if I can see continued downside action in the financial space. Goldman Sachs coming down a little bit yesterday. Take a look at XLF and take a look at the daily. You have been pulling back and now starting to lift back. Let's see if it rejects this move and then you start to get another takedown in financials today. If I do get that, I'll be looking for some of these stocks to really start to break right back down. Wells Fargo or Wells Fargo low. We'll see if this starts to break right back through the 59. Citi's been coming down fast since I've been kind of shorted up there towards 66. We'll look to see if it continues to break down. Morgan Stanley's another one that I could see it cutting back towards 100 today. So big support underneath it at the 102.50 area, 102s. Looking for that cut down back there towards the 99, 100 seems to make sense for me. All right, catching up out there. What's going on, Eldon? Misha, can you give me the link for the rankings? I got you, Misha. I'll throw it up there. We'll throw it up in just a second here. I have it here. I just got to find the page here. There it is. The Olympics leaderboard, of course. That's what you want. I got you. Here's the link, guys. I'll throw it up in the chat here. You guys can just click on it. Should be able to open there for you. Yo, my folks, what's up out there? Let's get after it, Wisdom. What are we doing today, guys? I'll tell you what. I'm ready to step up to the plate. Give me that pitch. It's time to knock it out the park. I ain't trying to get no singles. We're getting doubles and triples, baby. Let's go. All right, what do we got out there, guys? TYVM. All right, always. PG. Okay, PG on the list also. Did have earnings, right? Proctor Gamble. We'll look to see how that gets after it. But definitely taking a look to see what happens out there. IMNN still hanging out at that 360 spot. So that's what I was kind of concerned about towards the 930. I would hate to be at the 960 spot. It would just be like, okay, can you go down? Can you go down? Can you go down? Oh, no, opening. And then you get that pop. That's going to be hard. We'll see what happens out there. Definitely going to see a little bit of a shakeup towards the bell. Over 63 of you guys, if you're new to the show for some reason, maybe you're just jumping in on Trade the Pool with the competition, hit that subscribe below. It doesn't matter if you don't trade with us. We want you guys a part of this community. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Let's keep it going. We do this every single morning. Start at 8:30, talk some watch lists, and then, of course, get to the trading action. There's still a lot to take a look at today. And we'll see. When will Donald Trump stock make a move, man? That thing is just garbage. It's just garbage out there, man. This thing has just been coming right back down, 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 down. The only thing it does is just gap up. I don't like it, man. We'll see what happens out there. Feeling a bit shorty today. We'll see. I can't blame you. I was looking at it yesterday to see if we'd crack down. It was kind of a little bit of a mixed day yesterday. I feel like it was just hanging out. We could get a flush down right out the gates. We'll see what happens there. I think a big one to watch is to see what happens in Sofi. All right, here's another one, guys, showing up on the scanners. PSCA. So PCSA already getting the lift here towards 3. Pushing strong since this morning. Was down towards 225. Now up there towards the $3 spot and holding right now. So we'll look to see if this one can take the next step up. Daily chart on this has had a bunch of pops and drops. Gap to fill here is towards 350. So that's probably the outlook that I'd give on the upside. We'll look to see if this can continue to run. PCSA. Tilray getting a little bit of a lift today. The cannabis stocks out there getting a little bit of a lift. We'll see what happens. Will MSOS finally get back up there towards 8? Will CGC get started? I don't know, man. 750s. Can this get back towards 8? It could. We'll see what happens on Tilray. Really not much on that right now, but it's still up a decent amount. We'll see what happens. Taking a look out there, guys. What else is making a move? What do you guys like? This JTAI being talked about also. This is a real cheap name. It does have AI in the name, Jet.ai. We'll look to see if this actually makes a run, guys. I'll tell you one thing. Keep it on the radar around 40 cents for the pullback, and then looking to see if it wants to make that run back to 50. That's the way I like it right now. We'll look to see if it does do that quick pullback and then starts to get going again as it gets towards the 40s. That's JTAI. ENVB. Pulling back from the 76 cents one, guys. So this thing was up there in the pre-market at 77 cents, almost 78. Now has pulled back a significant amount. This one's not a bad one here to keep at least on the radar. We'll look to see if it comes back up, but definitely weak right now. All right, guys, going to be joined by my man Tim coming up in just a second, guys. So definitely smash the like so we get some other traders in here and keep taking a look out there. What are you guys watching? El Dome taking a look at SMCI. That's going to be an important one. Will they run into earnings? That could definitely be something to take a look at. And Mohammed, yes, 44,000 in profits. Yeah, you got some work to do, Misha. Let's just say that much. But we'll see what happens on SMCI and see if we can get it. Future day trader, billionaire in the house. Love to see it. All right, guys, let's keep it going. It's 9:28, almost the bell here. We got about a minute 20 left. Let's go ahead. Let's bring on my man Tim here and see what he's taking a look at in the market today. What's up out there, Tim? Oh, he's getting set up there. Mikey, Mike. I don't hear you. Tim, I need you, Tim. Get back for me. All right, we'll fix that mic issue there. I'm sure he has just a little setup issue. No worries. He'll get it fixed, guys. We'll be right back here. Boom, baby. You know it, Martin. I still see you out there. No worries, Martin. I still love you. We got this, baby. Let's get after it today. Let's see what we can do. Tim. You fixed, my friend? Let's see. No. Check your settings. Make sure that StreamYard, sometimes it just doesn't like the default setting there, and then chooses another default. But hey, we'll see what happens out there, guys. We got a lot more for you guys. Let me know once you're ready, Tim. All right, put Tim in the background there. Let's keep going. Boom, baby. Boom is right, FJF. We're getting after it. COUR. The education plays. They have been popping, right? Coursera up there at $9. Will this make the move back, right? It did do a nice little pop. Now pulled back to the 930s. Will it do a 9 and then a rip towards 10? Not a bad one to watch there, guys. There's a lot to take a look at. We'll see what happens out there. It's 9:30. Let's see what happens out there, guys. Lot to take a look at out the gates. INNN back down towards 320s. The trade was there, guys. 380s to 320s. It was available to me. Didn't take the trade, but it would have been hard to hold towards the open, right? So let's see what happens out there with other trades out there. Serve up towards 22 and rejecting right now. We'll look to see if that gets hot. CSA back down towards the 280s. Sofi giving me an alert there, guys. So Sofi making the move right now towards 770s. Holding well right now. So let's see if this really wants to make the run and gets to the push. Let me go ahead and see if I can get Tim on here. I think he got it fixed. What's up out there, Tim? I don't know what's going on. I think it's not mine. I think Tim's just having some mic issues there, but we'll get it running, guys. No worries. Hit the like. Still got a lot more for you. I don't have you muted, Tim. Maybe it's me. I don't know, man. Check on the YouTube side. See if you hear yourself, Tim. That'd be the only way to kind of check there. All right, guys. Sofi just pulled back there. Didn't come to the VWAP. It looks hot here already, guys. I'm going to try to get this. Bull run, Sofi. I'm looking for the push through 8 today. So looking for some pullbacks on this right now. VWAP is towards 753, so I'd love to see a quick little pullback into that spot. But I don't. Something tells me this is going to just be one of those shooting types of stocks today. Could get to 8 really quickly here. So already towards the 780s. Let's see if I can get some pullback to 770s here, and then just start to get a nice little trade here. Bull Run is the trading account that I'll use on this. I'm up about 500 on this. Looking to get I'll do 1,000 at a time here for Sofi. All right, it's already jumping towards the 780s. It could go to 8 really quickly. It's already there to 7.8s, 786, 787. It looks like it's just going straight to that 8. There's a nice wall here at 88 to 89 and 90s, so that could finally start acting like as some resistance. I'll look for pullbacks back towards 750s, but definitely this is looking good. Sofi talked about it, how it could be a good play. Now that we got through the earnings, it looks great right now. I'll look for some pullbacks. Let me know out there, guys, what you guys are seeing. If you guys are seeing any smaller name, you guys want to take a look at this ATPC getting a little lift from the 17 cents, 14 cents. Crazy. TWOU up there towards 322s, 330s. That's moving fast, guys. This one moving fast this morning. ENVB, one that already got the lift there towards the 60 cents. Was talking about keeping this one on the radar. Doesn't look too bad. Could make a move back there towards 78 cents, maybe $1 on the outlook for ENVB. We'll look to see if it can hold this. 58 cents seems to be a nice support for it. Look to see if it gets moving. Sofi holding in right now. Got all the way up there to the 790s. So just did a little bit of a quick little pullback. I'm looking for a pullback back towards the 760s here, and then the lift off through 8. I don't want to jump up here at 785 because I got to hold towards like a 10-cent risk. I would rather it come back towards 760s where I could hold towards a 20-cent risk and look for a bigger move back up towards the 789s, $8 on the upside. Taking a look at some other action out there, guys. Keep it flowing in the chat. I'll try to catch all those names, but we got a lot going on out there. Serve back down towards 20, just undercut. We'll look to see what happens with Serve if it can make the move right back to the upside. All right, CUR was one that I was looking at right out the gates there. Wisdom, you're right on it, my friend. Nice little push there towards the 973s. Could look for a quick pullback on this, but this thing is just ripping right now. Looking like it wants 10 right back right here on these education stocks that have been pushing strong. I'll look to see if I get any type of pullback right now. It's just been straight up for the first 5 minutes. SoFi starting to pull back a little bit. How's PayPal doing there? PayPal holding well. It did pull back towards 62, 60s. Not as far down as I wanted it, but doesn't look too bad right now. Square trying to push also, so keep your eyes on both of those stocks. Microsoft down to start the day. We'll look to see if it stays green. Tesla straight down, guys. What did I say about Tesla today, guys? Down she goes. Toyota Motors is the reason why on that action. Let me bring on Tim now. I think we might have it fixed. Tim, you think we got it fixed? Thumbs up, thumb down, sideways, all around? Still in between. We'll figure it out, guys. No worries. It might just be me, man. I know I have my audio up, but hey, who knows out there, guys. Gonna keep it going, guys. Smash that like, guys. Tesla straight down out the gates, guys. I wanted to short this today, but I was looking for some kind of bounce. Now I need to get a VWAP fade. So move back towards this dotted line. I get short, but boy, oh boy, back down she goes. And man, I'm a little annoyed because I definitely wanted a piece of this. SoFi pulling back. That's going to give me an opportunity to maybe take a shot here in the bull run account. Back towards the 760s, towards the 750s is really where I want SoFi. I'm going to go ahead and get a starter here in just a second once we break 70, just in case we don't go back down through the 60s, but really looking to get SoFi here and get a nice little run here. 760s really is where I think you get down on the VWAP attempt, and then we can look to see if this breaks 8. 770s here. Let me see if I can get one more dip down into that. Then I'm going to start sizing in here. There's 67s here. Looking great. All right, guys, going to get a starter there. Starter on. I got 1,000 shares there. This is the bull run account. Bull run account, guys, on this. Long right now. You guys see it. Long. Let's see what happens. Wisdom said, I know sign language. It's always fun. All right, guys, we'll see what else out there is going on out there, guys. Trying to battle, trying to get bigger in this SoFi here. Would like to see 760s on that. So I'm going to set up some pullback options here towards the 760s. Really would like to get big there. So let's see if I can get that, guys. Just put out the 760s. Going to put out 765s maybe. Let me do 50s actually. I'm going to do 58. 55. All right, so setting up a ladder here, guys. Ladder for pullback entries on SoFi. I like it at the 67. Looking for one more little dip there, but I don't mind it here, guys. I'm going to take a little bit more. I got 2,000 shares now. Can still be adding. I want to take a big size on this, take a big swing for this to come back towards 8 and break 8. Still staying on the 5 minute because I just want to see this come back here towards a prior resistance and use maybe a trend line approach, right? So you can see this trend line break. That could hold the 760s. You can get an undercut to the 55s, but looking for the 90 EMA to hold and come back through 8 on SoFi. All right, it's holding well off the 769. Still looking for one more declining candle, but if it doesn't do it, hey, so be it. I'm okay with the 1 minute VWAP holding. That's 764 right now and starting to go back up. There's the push towards the 770s. Looks good already, guys. Adding on this one time just to give myself a little bit more. So now I have 770s. We'll still add towards the 760s on pullbacks, just trying to slowly get in this and really take the swing when it comes back towards 8. All right, smaller names. You guys keep throwing them up. INNN back towards 311. So it was down to 260 and then went right back up. Guys, sometimes it's crazy, guys. Like exactly what happened there. So we'll see what happens here. SoFi pulling back here towards the VWAP. Going to start sizing in here big and taking a big size on SoFi. All right, still holding in here, looking for that undercut through the VWAP here to go ahead and get the big sizing. Got orders out there, so don't need to be sizing in just yet. Let's see if these orders hit towards 760s and 755s. And then I have one even down there towards 751. Don't think that would hit. Looking for this to start coming back and taking out 8. Tesla now down to 228. So, man, what a takedown this morning. Should have got short of the pre-market. That's what I should have got on Tesla. But hey, I'm not going to get mad about it. I'm just going to keep trying to trade, guys. That's what it's all about here. So it just got another fill there towards the 755 layer on SoFi. Let's see if I can get the other fill here. There it goes. Just gave me another fill there. Now back towards 753s. So definitely got a big size there. I just canceled that last ad at the 50s because there's no need for it. Now I need to start seeing this start to work its way back through the 770s. 765s is my average. I don't mind adding, let's say, below, but looking for this to start climbing right back and taking up the upside move now. Now it needs to hold this support to the left-hand side. You guys can see that support around the 750s. A close on the 5-minute, let's say 740s, and I got to get out of here. But if it just comes back on the 5-minute, takes out the 8, I'm looking great here. Big sizing, taking a big shot here in SoFi. All right, guys, what else is out there, guys? What else do you guys got? Catching up with you guys in the chat. Serve mentioned in the chat. All right, we'll take a look at that, guys, in just a second here. Let me go ahead and throw up some other charts. Serve back towards 24. So there you guys have it. That's the stock that's moving fast right now. IMNN rejecting that 350, rejecting the 4 outlook right now. We'll see what happens. SoFi now down towards the 740s. Not what I wanted to see. Definitely taking a bigger swing here in SoFi. Going to take the swing in the bull account here. That's what it's all about, man. So at the end of the day, got to take some swings. Got multiple accounts. SoFi, I still feel like it could get back up there, even though it's making more of an hourly approach back towards the 735s. Going to look at it right now and probably add towards it, towards the support right here on the 735s. Definitely needs to hold that. If that goes, and we might need to just get out of here. There's that cut down back towards that 740s. Now I need to go ahead and start adding some of the size, and this is going to start to bounce back. So I'm going to do it a little bit bigger and try to average down here about halfway back down here. So let me go ahead and just set it up off the 735s. All right, there you go. I got some big size in there to take the shot there. Let's see if I get the fills. Netflix giving me a little bit of an alert towards the upside. I do want to take a shot on Netflix there, guys. So that's going to be more in your market leader account. Let's go taking a look at that. I'm going to go ahead and take a shot there, guys. First action on Netflix already getting the lift there towards 633. So I got to be careful with this. I know that Netflix is huge, so I got to come in it very slow. 10 shares at a time. I just grabbed some there. Going to look to go ahead and size in on pullbacks now. Back down 632, 631. 631 is where I'll start putting out some order there. Back towards 630s. So putting that out there right now. Putting out some other orders out there. And going to try to get some more at like kind of 631.25. All right, guys, trying to get some more orders here in Netflix on the pullback. Look to see if I get some shares to fill on that pullback. This is in the market leader account. Only got 10 shares right now. Want to take more, but I need it to pull back here. So let me see how I can get this pullback fill. And a lot of this is kind of the offer jumping down and kind of giving me those fills. So let's see if I can get that. VWAP is around, what, 60.36. So that's where really I could get some sizing to add in there. 60-36. I'm going to put 60-30-50s, 60 630 and 630-25. So all pretty much back towards the 630-50s and 630s for pullback entries. And I can just add, if it starts to break out, I can just add and looking for that. Going to continue to watch to see what happens out there. IMNN pulling back there. Sofi not giving me those fills on the pullback at the 730s there on the lower end. We'll look to see if it gets up there. I think I got those fills now. I need to go take a look right there. Definitely seeing some other traders out there, guys. Smash the like. We got a lot more for you guys. You guys know where you're at. It's Trade the Pool, baby. Let's go. See what we can get here. And I'll be taking a look into the competition account in just a second here. Netflix pullbacks not filling me right now. A little part of me wants to step up to the plate and just take it over here. All right, there's Netflix still not pulling back there to give me those pullback fills.
Okay. Can you hear me this time?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I can hear Tim.
Gil found some setting, I think. So thanks, Gil. All right.
Yeah, that's it's how it goes sometimes. You know how it is. There's always the gremlin. Someone pours water out there. You know how it goes.
Yeah. Gil is a producing genius. So.
All right, guys. Let's keep getting after it. Let's see what else is out there. I'm trying to get some more of Netflix on this pullback, but man, there's Netflix pulling back. Come on. Give me some pullback, Phil.
And yeah, it's going to be, it's actually good. I waited a second because I thought for sure I was seeing a breakout, and now I'm seeing some pullbacks on something. Man, AMD is the standout in semis right now. So
what's it doing?
It popped for a little bit, like Nvidia, ARM, TSM all pretty much dropped right out of the gate, and AMD is pushing. It was heading up, now it's still strong relative to the others. So they have earnings, right?
Yeah. Taking a look here at SoFi here, guys. I got to go back to that action. I'm all around, guys. I'm trying to take some more Netflix. I got the orders out there. They start to fill. I'll go pay attention to that. I got a big order here in SoFi, so I got to go paying attention to that stock here. We'll see what happens here, guys. I might add another ad here if it can bottom out and start working its way back towards the VWAP. VWAP is 760s. I have 755, so I'm slightly underneath VWAP, but need to see SoFi start to work its way back and take out 8 on the upside. So definitely going to keep taking a shot at SoFi today because I just feel like this is a good stock to make a nice daily move back through 8. I'm going to keep trying to make that attempt. This is in the bull run account, right, guys? I could still trade Serve on this. Serve was making a huge move. It's back down below the VWAP. We'll look to see if it goes back to the 24. INNN, still struggling on that one. It's back down towards the 310s. We'll see what happens on that. And then Tesla was straight down out the gates. Did that bounce yet? No, man. Oh, man, that just blows. I was trying to short Tesla today, Tim, but it just flushed. They didn't give me a chance, man. Would have had to short that thing in the pre-market.
Yeah.
740s holding in right now on SoFi.
I'm just looking only for long trades today, which is fun. So, Roblox is up. I've been following that one. I was looking for a move on that, and it seems like out of the gate it's good. Also, Walmart and Dollar Tree both looking nice. So Target is just Target tried to pop and it's just continuing to bleed out. So this could be one where Target's the runt of the litter getting shorted by everyone. You know, we'll see.
All right, seeing some sizing here at the 750s. Let's see if we cut through that 750s and start to work back in SoFi. There's a little push there. Back through the VWAP 760s, and I'm really going to step up. All right, let's see if I can get this to go in the green here. Still looking out there to see what's moving out there, guys. Let me know what you guys see out there. Seeing a cheap name out there, ADD, but that's not much there. How'd that Rich do? RH. Back down. No, what's it? RR. That's it. Rich Tech. I got up there towards 186. Back down towards the 170s. Like to see if that one takes $2 today. I still feel like it's holding in there, getting some volume. So that's one thing that I'd keep a watch on. See what happens on that RR. There's SoFi now starting to go into the green there for me, guys. So here it is, guys. Got time to step up to the plate on SoFi. All right, there, guys. It just added there. Now I got 10,000 shares, 756. Let's see if this starts to really make the pop above the 760s, then starts making its way back towards 8. Is what I'm looking at here.
So yeah,
Netflix, I got the ads there.
Not tomorrow morning, but the morning after the first pre-market. So that's been looking like it wanted to break out for a while. It might be actually doing it, but trying to decide if this is a rising wedge or a channel. But I think I'm gonna go for it because I've been waiting for this move.
All right, here, guys. Little wall at 757. So there's about 37,000 shares that need to get through. And you got 64s after that.
Fishing pole and cooler.
Let's see if SoFi can start to push, really.
All right, what's that? A fishing pole and a cooler, Eric?
Yeah.
Well, I don't really fish, but I was outside this morning. I posted a little video for our traders. We got some great.
Got to put light in that cooler.
No, but how is we were, it's funny. We were looking at beverage stocks. We were looking more at the energy drinks, but
yeah.
Cell H. Did you follow whatever's been going on Celsius? Tomorrow was digging into it a little further, but we noticed that Celsius was down quite a bit. She said, actually, let me share what we've got from Tamara Drobeck. She does a lot of great analysis. She is here in our Discord.
Awesome.
And she said,
love to hear it.
Pull that up here.
I'm looking at Celsius. I'd like to see it hold 45.
Her on the show one of these days.
Hey, bring her on. Love to see that talk.
Said, Celsius had good earnings on May 7th, sent the stock up 24% to all-time highs, and then got downgraded to a price target of 68 on the back of Pepsi's earnings, because Pepsi reported all their revenue growth was just from higher prices, not increased volume. So that's
all right. Got some orders to add above this if I start to break out on SoFi. All right, got 2,500 share orders to add on that if I start to kind of get that up move there. All right, guys, going to keep working on SoFi. Going to start switching off of the bull run account. This is the trade for the bull run today. Now I'm going to go switching. So I'm going to go looking elsewhere, guys. I already have that SoFi trade on. Now Netflix. I'm in the market leader account. I got two ads on Netflix. Still want to get some more on Netflix. So let me just focus in here, seeing what I can get. All right, we'll look to see if I get a little bit more pullback there in Netflix, but not seeing too much. Let's keep it moving. Let's go back towards it. Let's take a look at the bear battle out there. seeing what I can trade on that. I'm seeing INNN reject that 350 again. So $3 rejection again here. And boy, oh boy, that 380 short in pre-market looks better and better now. But we'll see what happens on this one. Does look like it's starting to crack down. Serve is right off the support. So that's one that I could look at to see if it starts to break down here, or will it make another up move? RR, of course, keeping a close eye on that. That's starting to drop there. ATPC, that's at 20 cents, but I don't know about that one, guys. Maybe it gets to 30 cents, but how much more can we get off of 30 cents, right? TWU, that education stock, was making a move earlier. Now it's kind of holding in there. Coursera is, though, trying to make that pop towards 10. Still no pullback on that, though. That's one thing to note. What else are you seeing out there, Tim? Anything that's standing out? Big moves? Be fly. All right, looking around, guys, not seeing much. KLAC off the VWAP 793s. Regeneron coming up there. If I look at the sectors overall, I see real estate, cyclicals, and financials leading. But it's a pretty strong day on the upside right now in certain areas. So got to continue to watch to see what happens there. Pfizer down to 31s. Look to see what happens there. Johnson & Johnson's up good. That has a nice little VWAP bounce trade. Tesla ever bounce, man? Tesla. Yeah, bounced to 230. Still a fade right now, it feels like, but it's such a small bounce. Mara looking good. Thanks for the look out there, man. I wanted to see Clean Spark try to make the move today. It still hasn't made the move. So we'll see what happens there. It's not a bad one to watch there. I like Clean Spark, but hasn't made the move just yet. It's kind of just chomping around. How's this Mira? Mira now starting to make the move there. All right, guys, I'll go looking at this one. Let's do the penny stock challenge here, and let's take a look at this Mira. M-I-R-A. All right, looking for the pop above the 260s here. Run to 3 is what I'm looking at, guys. Just took the starter there. Long on M-I-R-A. Starter on here, looking for the recovery of VWAP and the breakout towards 3 here. This is one that has a daily chart also look where it could break out above 3 and keep going. So this is why I like this one overall, is the daily chart also makes sense for me. And I like when I have that daily chart approach already, guys. Already starting to get the lift here. Let's go 265, guys. I'm at 260s here. So pull back to 260. I'm going to increase here. Oh, looking good, guys. 270s now starting to show up here. So could take a bigger trade here and start adding to this, but I can do what I can look for pullbacks. So small pullbacks, micro pullbacks on the 1 minute. I can go ahead and try to add there. There's 270s. Could get towards 3 on that pop. Pullbacks towards 260s, 258s make sense to me. Maybe even down to the 255s here. So let me see if I can get quick pullbacks. Start 262 here and then get some add and then keep watching this for the breakout towards 3. 260s here. In a second, I'm just going to put that order out. All right, guys, taking a shot here, guys. Guts. Gotta have guts. You gotta have guts, man. We'll see what happens out there. I see you, Tim. Keep dropping them up in the chat. I'll mention them. You can hang out with me. That's what it's all about, man. All right, taking some shots here in Mira. No pullback towards the 260s there. I'm okay with that action. Taking a shot on the penny name, baby. And as you guys can see, not going small. 10,000 shares. Let's go. Let's go. 270s showing up here in Mira. Can they take the 270s and it just not even do a VWAP pullback? If it doesn't do the VWAP pullback, that's fine for me. That's where I want to add the big sizing. If I do get that action, I'll add more. If not, I'll let this 10,000 share get the run. Netflix trying to make another up move, but I don't have enough share size on that one, man. I'm going to go probably just cut that. I mean, even 20 shares, yeah, I can make a nice little move here. What I'll do is I'll set the break even stop. Just didn't get the fills on the pullbacks there, and that's the hard part. There's just not much here that I can make. So of course, in like a regular account, I'd probably keep this Netflix position, but the truth is in this account, it's not going to make me enough money. So I'm going to set a stop here. It might come back and just get me. I'm setting almost a break even stop, just saying, hey, just go. If you just want to run for some reason, I'll let you run. All right, going back to the penny stock challenge, back to Mira. No pullback there just yet, guys. No pullback. Still holding off the 270s. Could make a run. Pre-market high, 297. That $3 takeout is really what I'm looking at to make a nice move, make a nice gain. Still looking for pullbacks here towards the 260s and 258s. I'm going to put a nice little ladder out there right now. 260, I'm going to put 5,000. I'm going to put also 5,000 at 256, 258 I'll do. And 256, 54s. All right, ladders out there, guys. So I have a good amount of ladder out there. Looking for this pop through the 270s. Quick scoops back towards 260s adds me another 10,000 shares. Looking for the breakout towards 3. There we go. Getting a nice little move. I'm up close to $1,000, guys. Going to try to make like, let's say 5,000 to 10,000 on this trade and then use that cushion to take a bigger swing. KR doing well. Hey, that wasn't a bad one. I was looking at this morning. Kroger's. Yeah, Kroger's doing pretty well, man. Nice little pop there off of that. Sprouts, of course, helping that action out there. So you guys can keep your eyes on that. That's doing well. Sprouts is pulling back on this action. Kroger's nice little lift there to 55. Pullbacks towards 54, 80s. It's not a bad outlook, but hey, good catch there. Great, Scott. Beautiful short on NIPG. Had to exit the position early as it would have been more than the 30%. Hey, take that money, Shane. Take that money. Take that money, man. That was one of those that have like the big spread, but if you can take it, it moves fast, right, Shane? So, hey, way to take it, man. Way to kill it. SoFi is the one that's hurting me here, guys. Taking another down hit in SoFi. So I got to go add to there, see if I can get this to turn around before I get stopped out here of the account for the day. I did have a little cushion on this account, but that's not going to make too big of a difference for the day. I really need this to start to turn around. And this is in the bull run account. So I'm going to go ahead and try to add here and try to size up to get that sizing that I need to stay in the trade. All right, there you guys have it. That's about all the size I can do for the account. So now I'm near the bottom of this. There you guys have it. Now I can't let it really go through that 720s here. Oh, still got some orders out there for the stops. So those will help me to get the ad there. There it goes. All right, so now I can put it through the low there. That's 720s. 720s could put some orders out there. A lot of sizing underneath it here to try to help me out, but only question is, will it start to turn? This isn't looking the best. Definitely trying to catch the dip and just trying to add on this. Orders out on the pullback. We'll look to see if we get back through 740s. Have 21,000 shares of Sofi. Insane amount. This could get back to 8. Yeah, I mean, we're killing it. We'll see what happens here. All right, let's get moving back. So many accounts to trade here. It's so hard. All right, let's keep going, guys. Let's go back to Mira. Mira in the green, looking well off the 270s, but still hasn't broken out to 3, right? I could add up here, but I'm just asking for it, guys. And I've been putting out those limits for way too long, so I'm canceling those limits right now. It just helps, like, kind of the algos kind of line up there for the pullback. I would rather just not show my hand anymore. I could still add on pullbacks, but looking for this to break out above 3. I have 1,100 in the green right now. Could run to the profit right there at the 271, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that breakout through 3, and then looking for the next move, right? The next move would be that break through 3, going to 320s, 350s on this. It's available there. So on pullbacks, I'll add to this. Right now, I can't add to it right here, but if it just breaks out through 3, this is how we got one yesterday. They got me a nice 5,000 gain. Let's see what happens. There's Mira now towards 276, 280s almost. So let's see if this starts to break out. Look to see if Sofi starts to make that move also. And where else are you guys looking at, guys? Anything you guys see moving fast, let me know out there. I'm looking for some trades. TWOU taking that $3, still staying strong today. Coursera pulling back here to the 950s. That looks good for me for a move back there towards 10. So I can take a look at that one. That's not a bad one to watch there. But where do I trade that one? Well, that's the hard part. My bull run is kind of a little bit taken over right now. Penny challenge, this is a little too expensive. Market leader, this isn't a part of that. So it's just one of those that I'm gonna have to let go. It's Coursera, I'm gonna let it go. But hey, it does look interesting for me here. Let's go back to that Mira 278s. There we go. Now we're making it. Now we're rocking and rolling there, almost to the 280s. Let's see if this can really make the lift and really kind of keep pushing. I could still add to this, but I'm just sticking with the size that I have right now. Maybe we get the pop here towards the 340s, 350s. That would be like kind of $8,000, $9,000 gain. Right now, I'm going to set it towards the 340s to see if we can get that. That's a nice $8,000 cushion for the day and getting me back on this account. That's what I need. I need a nice cushion to take a bigger swing. Serve, what's up with Serve? Down now towards 1930. So this one's definitely starting to fade a little bit off of that. IMNN now starting to fade off of that $3 look. So this one not looking good there. ENVB. All right, back towards 63 cents. This got back towards 76 cents. It wasn't looking too bad. We looked at this morning when it was at 56 cents. What else is making a move out there, guys? If you guys see a smaller name, let me know. INVO just broke $1. We'll look to see if this one makes a push above the $1. All right, this Mira might pull back here, guys. A little part of me is thinking, do I just take the money right now, use that cushion? I'm gonna hold off, guys. I'm looking for the breakthrough 3, and if I cut it and it just lines through 3, well, then I'm just not doing it right. So just stick to it. We'll see what happens out there. Great start. Get that serve. Fizer new boil. He's dead to me. Dead to me. Rocket long in September calls. There you go. Free lunch trader. Get that free lunch. Doesn't sound too bad there, man. That's not a bad one, man. Rocket. Let's see. All right, looking around, guys, trying to find some trading action out there. Not seeing much. Definitely a little bit on the slowdown. IT, I'm looking around trying to find some trades out there, guys. Sprouts Farms has pulled back towards 98. It's a big pullback there on that one. American Tower. This Mira, man, it's on the slowdown now. There's the wall right here, but it's a small wall. Just looking for it to get through and to just ramp up to 3. Canceling my target profit right now. Just going to let it kind of work here. Try to break through that 280. For right now, I'm just going to leave this one alone. I could focus on it, but I'm going to go elsewhere, guys. Let's go trading elsewhere. I still have the market leaders for that Netflix, and it's long and it's fine, but it's not doing anything. I'm going to cut this, guys. This is not doing anything to me. The $38 gain, that's nothing for me. Let's focus in here. Can take a look to see what else is on the S&P 500 up today, right? So that's what I want to be watching. Net change or overall change is what I'm looking at. Got to take a look to see which one of these I can trade and kind of get a nice mover on the day. Goldman Sachs is up pretty good amount, $10 there. PSX, energy still red for me. That's interesting to see that green. So looking around to see which one of these I can catch. PayPal is definitely on that radar, right? So let's take a look how that's doing. That pulled back just recently to 63.25s, trying to recover 64s to go for a 65 run. Square can also be one to take a look at there. It's on the bottom. That one at least retraced the 50%, right? Retraced that move. So now it could start making the move right back towards 63. The daily chart on this doesn't look good at all. So I'm going to leave it alone. But it didn't look too bad there. Penn trying to make a move back through 20. It's a smaller name though. Could take a look at Caesars. Caesars not making much of a move there. So looking around, guys, trying to find some good trades out there. Not seeing much right now. Not seeing much. Microsoft now trying to make a little bit of an up move. Can't do it just yet. Tesla bouncing a little bit there. Finally, I'll look to see if Tesla can come back for a short for me later in the day. But boy, oh boy, was it a short out the gates. All right, seeing Mira back towards 272. Just goes to show me there. Tried to break through the 280s. Couldn't do it. Couldn't get that 260 pullback, even 250s. We'll just keep watch. Netflix pulling back there. Not doing much there. Clean Spark back towards 1620s. Just not chomping all around, guys. Just chomping. Morgan Stanley, it's up. We'll look to see if this goes back towards 104. Nothing that I was liking right now, but it is up right now with a strong move in financial services. Cyclical is doing well there. Restaurants. So Mickey D's second day, good day there. Starbucks trying to get a little bit of a lift. Let's see. The bros. The bros, man. The bros. We'll look to see if this gets a push back. Shake Shack getting a little bit of a push. So some of these restaurants not doing too bad today. Here comes that Mira move, guys. So I got to go looking at Mira here, guys. As it starts to come back towards my entry, looking for some ads towards 260s, right? So not going to add right now. Looking for that 260s to show up on the bid. And then that's when I can start to add here, looking for the move back up. We'll see what happens here. There's that takedown attempt here. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get towards the 250s here versus the 258s. If I get towards the 260s here on the spread, that's easily how I just get wrecked. It could still come to the 240s, right? So got to put it down there closer towards the 250s here to see if maybe it comes back to the 240s. And at least I have my risk there. If it just gets to the 260s here, starts to recover, I could step up, but got to be smart here. There's 265s and it starts to spread. Now coming to recover that. So here it is off the 260 mark. Added there on the 260s. Now I'm going to actually lower that one towards the 245. So the other ad that I had, I just lowered it. I added some on 260s. I got 15,000 shares. And now I got another ad towards the 45s, just in case I get a slight dip or the spread widening out here. What I'm really looking for is for this to come right back up there and take out the 280 on the upside. So quick downside action, refills off of these supports, refills, and then starts to really make the lift back through the 280s. I got 260s, 15,000 shares. I want to add. If I do add, it's lower to better and improve my average, and really looking for a take right back to the upside. There's that first move there, looking good. $15,000 shares back through like 280s. I can still size up there. Canceling that 245 right now. Just want to see if it can make a down move here, and on the retrace back there through the 265 can just add. So taking some shots here, guys. ISPO, another one that's trying to make a move here. $6 stock, trying to make the move from the pre-market action. 15 minutes looks decent off the 625. Could make a run to $7. That's this ISPO. We'll see what happens if it makes that move. Mira straight down there towards the 250s. So no ad off the 245 right now, right? I canceled that. Need this to start working its way back now. So now it has that 1, 2, 3, 4 type of bottom, right? So it can wick down, and then I'm looking for that quick swoop back. See what happens here, guys. All right, we're catching up with you guys in the chat. What are you guys taking a look at? Success, okay. NVAX breaking down nicely from that 13 level. Not a bad one to mention. Let's take a look into the competition right quick. Let me see what I see as the biggest open trade right now, guys. So biggest open trade right now is a $17,000 trade. $200,000 on ATCP, 200,000 shares. What a trade there, guys. 200,000 shares there. And look at this, guys. This guy, not a bad move there. He's short on this from 27 cents. It's down to 17 cents. He has a stop loss ready. I like that. Stop loss is set there towards the 26. We'll look to see what happens there, but up 19,000 on that. And that's on the short side of things. And wouldn't you know it, the next best trade is very similar. It's a 360 short. Opening price on IMNN. So it's a short on this one up there where I was kind of shorting at the 380s, but 20,000 shares. Not bad, man. Some good trades out there. And then, of course, ENVB being one of the good trades, but definitely these smaller names are being the ones that are leading the action out there. Look at this trader on. This guy got 467 positions. Shout out to him. Hey, shout out to this guy, man. 460 something positions, 470 positions. I love it, man. Well, I love it. There's some good trades here. There's some bad trades here. That's how it's going to be when you open that many positions. But hey, can't be mad about that. Look at that, man. Oh, I think these are all the trades. All right. I was about to say, did I just select on all of them? No, those are all the positions open right now. I was about to be like, man, there's no way there's someone that has that many open. But yeah, I'm seeing all like these penny names right here on the top. Sofi here, someone short Sofi, making that money. So we'll see what happens, man. That's how it is, guys. Trades all around out there, team. All right, guys. Mira now starting to kind of make that bottom. Now we're going to look to see if it can make them move back to the 260s and 264s. I'm in at 260s. So back through that 260, I will size up. If not, just kind of holding in right now, and I can cut it here if it goes back through the 244s. See if I can get this move right back up here on a 5-minute. 15-minute chart still kind of holding in that 9 EMA. Just needs to come right back up there towards the 280s and take out the 3. See what happens on this Mira. Looking around because I still got, of course, the market leader account. Can take a trade on that. Just taking a look to see what happens in the overall market today. We are starting to come down here some, so could see that decline still come in. Tesla around the 231 seems interesting for the short. I don't know, man. It's just a harder one to trade up there, but hey, doesn't look too bad there. Could still go up to the 232 first. So I'm looking for this to come back here towards 232s, and then I can get short on Tesla. I don't want to be early to it. I do want to short it later in the day, but for right now, it is starting to come back down. We'll look to see what happens there. Sofi trying to recover 745. I'll look to see if that recovers 750s, 760s, and makes a run. Trying to take the trades out there, guys. Apple, how's that doing, guys? That's pretty much trading sideways. Not seeing much action out there right now, even in the bigger names. Yeah, when financial services kind of lead, and now you got everything in the red in the last hour. So everything in the last hour is starting to go red, guys. Be careful out there. Look to see if the financials start to break and it was just a fake out to the upside, and now we're starting to get a cut down. Mira trying to make this 260 run, still hasn't done it. All right, next minute candle going to be important. It's about to open up here. Let's see what happens. Do we get the downside breakdown or do we get the upside? Here comes the test to the downside here. Looking to see if maybe we get the undercut and rally. Google trying to get back through that 172. Doesn't look too bad there. Looks like we're having some issues out there on platform. Just be careful out there. Tim dropping some information in the chat. Catch it, guys. Let's see what happens here in Mira. Still hanging out in Sofi, man. Just seems like a kind of a slower down type of day, and I feel like it should be a speed up type of day, not a slow down type of day. That's just how it is right now. Kroger is back down to the 54.63. That looks interesting for at least risk to return, right? And so you've gotten a couple of declines on that Kroger. Look to see if it goes back to 55s and 55.20s. So interesting outlook, right? On the upside, that's not bad. That's about 60 cents for maybe potentially 20 cents of risk or something like that. Kroger's looks interesting. Mira just chomping around here, guys. In a second here, I'm going to take a shot through the 260s. If it starts going through that 260s, I'll go big. But, man, come on, Mira. Wake up. Gold is coming off the bench. GOLD. Yes, GOLD is definitely one to watch for an 18 recovery today. And it's tried. It's tried to make that move a couple of times right now. We'll look to see if it really makes the move. I love gold. I love it. All right, looking around, guys. It's definitely kind of slowed down, man. And it's red. The Qs are heading down there, guys. Heading down fast. Looking to see if Tesla can make one more up move here. I would love to see it go to 232 and then just reject fast. So going to get that ready here. Got to get that to pop back towards 232, 233s. Then could get short on Tesla. So let's get that ready. That's the bear battle one that I've already gotten after before, right? Tesla is one that I've come after. Already made some money yesterday. Looking for the pop towards 232 here. And then to get short off of 232s, 233s. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to do 100 shares there. And just look for it to come back there. Then I can size up there. I can get up to about 800 shares there. So doesn't look too bad. 232s will be the first entry. And 233 would be the second entry. And the reason why is I always feel like Tesla does one more drive when you think it's going to turn, right now is when I think it's going to turn, but I feel like it's just going to do this one blow off push. We'll see what happens here in Tesla. Got some orders out there in that account. All right, let's go back here. Penny power. Focusing on the penny action here. Let's see if this starts to make the lift there. Back through the 258, 260s. It is trying to cut down through that 250s right now. If it does cut through the 245s, I'll get out of here. But for right now, just looking at Mira to see if it comes back through that 260. I'm in at 259 and trying to take a big shot here. 15,000 shares. I'll size up. I'll take the big swing. Just need to get back through the 260s. That's what makes sense here. All right, looking to kind of wait through this, man. Slow action here. IMNN back above 3. We'll look to see if that one makes a move. PCSA trying to recover the 260s. At least I got some good volume just recently. Serve at the 1949. Will this make a move back to the upside, or will it just be a stuff fail here? We'll find out. Daily chart really has that kind of blow off top look. So we'll look to see if it gets back to the 2060, but doesn't look good right now. Maybe it makes that run to 2060 and then turns around. We'll see what happens there. Tesla already rejecting back. Just looks weak. Mira still just chomping around, man. Nothing going on this one. Let me get my order ready for an ad here, just in case I get it. All right, guys, back towards the 260. Let's see if this wants to make a run today. All right, looking around, guys. You're coming hot, says Misha. Get it, Misha. Shorty day, what can we say? Wisdom was on it. LUMN is grinding higher along the 9 EMA, up 17%. Like it, like the mention. LUMN. We'll see what happens there. Definitely like that mention there. All right, starting to see the lift here off this bottoming action. Gonna look for a run towards 3. Let's see if we can really start to get this going here. There it starts to tighten up. I'm looking for the spread to be tight here. There's the spread tight. Now 263s by 260. And look for that 260 to show up. And boom, taking the shot here, guys. 30,000 shares on Mira. Let's see if this happens here. I got 260s. I'm right off the price action right now. Now I want to see 270s show up there. And if I wanted to, I could really step up another ad. But hey, got to keep this in check. Let's see what we can do, man. That's what it's all about, is taking a shot here. Let's see if this Mira can go through 3 and really give me a nice win today. Let's go, guys. Going for that penny stock challenge. Let's do it. Penny power, baby. Penny power. All right, bid off the 255s, 258 spots. So that's where I can go ahead and bid support here. I'm going to do that off, let's say 254s, 250. Let's do 256 here. So if it does hit on the bid action there, 256 is where I'll add a little bit more. Got to hold off the 250 after that. There we go. Now we got the 265 off the offer. That's what I want to see. Now we're tightening on the bid side. And once the bids start to work its way up to the offer, take 270, 280s, and go quick as it starts to get to 3. We could start to ramp, take out 2, take out 3, and then maybe go to a hole. So I'm taking a shot here on this Mira. I know a lot of traders know this name, and that's another reason that helps me. The daily chart's still looking good. Let's see if we can break yesterday's high, 281, and start to push into the 3. Look at that, guys, up about 1,400 now. Could take some profits, of course, somewhere along the way. There's no reason why I can't, right? Can try to give myself some cushion, but really would like to take some cushion towards 3, right? So if I could get up there 40 cents with 30,000 shares, yeah, I'll take some profits. All right, guys, Tim getting out of here. He'll probably be back, guys, but you guys know it, having a little bit of some mic issues. All right, let's keep going, guys. What else is out there, guys? What are you taking a look at? First beer crack. Looking to throw the feet back. Wisdom. Hey, enjoy it, my friend. Mitch, your body is confused and shocked the way you're trading. That was Tim? Oh, man. We'll get after it, guys. It's one of those days, man. Taking some shots here, guys. We got up there to the 270s there. 270s. Fizer coming back, guys. Fizer giving me a little alert on the pullback back towards 30. That's been on the crash, man. There's 269 now. 270s on Mira. Up about 2,600. Could take some gains, but remember, this one I have in the red account right now. So this is the one that I got to take the shots in. Canceling that bid support at the 256. Looking to see if I maybe add here at the VWAP pullback, which is 262 or 260. So that's the only area that I can add now. That'd be right off my entry. So I got no problem adding there. You see 262 on the bid. I think there's a reason why. 270 showing up here. Let's see if we can start to really make that push. 255 bid support out there. About 4,200 shares I see there. Would love to see this just go now. See, this just makes a quick run through the 280s. $3. Tesla trying to make that push towards the 232s where I could start sizing in and trying to get short on Tesla today. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to take some trades out there. I'm going to stop watching this mirror for just a second. Hopefully that's not a negative, but I got to go looking at trading another account, right? Of course, you guys see it. Taking a bunch of different trades. Going to go ahead and kind of recap that towards the 1050s. Here's 270s on Mira. Let's see if this can really start pushing. Get towards the 3, really trying to make that lift and just break out. Let's see if we get it there. All right, going towards the short trade, right? Can go take a look here at the market leader. Tesla starting to get back towards the 232s here. Got the first order out for Tesla out there. Let's see if this starts to work here. Trying to get that first order towards 232s, and it's 100 shares, so it's not little. Let's see if I get this fill here towards 232s. There's the push towards 289, 231.80s. There's some resistance there, about 1,000 shares that it needs to get through towards the 232s. I'm still looking for 232s. See if I can get it here, guys. I could see 232.50s, 232.40s. Being a nice area. Didn't get to that 232 there. It's back towards 232, 231.60s. Still trying to get to that 232. So I can leave it there, guys. I got to leave it there. I can't go chasing on Tesla. That's the one thing that always ruins me on Tesla, is if I chase Tesla. Let Tesla come to you, not me come to Tesla. We'll look to see what happens here. Is the SPY recovering? The SPY is somewhat trying to hold on right now. It's just a hold on. Nothing major right now. NVIDIA down 3.5% just tells me be careful out there, guys. ARM also looks like it's getting a big hit there. TSM down big. AMD just slightly up. Doesn't feel strong to me. Tesla could keep coming right back down here, guys. Still no take out of that 232. That could be the pop out there, and I might not get the fills. So now I got to start chasing a little bit, and I hate chasing, guys. It was so close towards my entry there. still looking for the pop towards the 232s, but in a second here, I got to start chasing if it starts to break the 231. And I hate chasing, man. So the 90 MA is what I'm looking at for it to hold. But once that starts to break, this could just let go and it not come back there. So you see the 231 just start to reject right there. And so the 231 is that break where it starts to really reject that and can come easily towards the 230s. So let's see if it bounces here back towards 232 and then I can hammer it. I would love that action, but I'm trying not to chase right now. All right, got to keep a watch on that Mira to see if it breaks through 3. Got it on the right-hand side here as one of my side charts. But let's keep it going, guys. What's up out there, Bullseye? What do you got, man? All right, guys. It looks like you're having some issues on that live account, my friend. Kroger's definitely one to keep an eye out for. Playing a swing on OC. All right, there's Tesla. Big cut through that 231, straight towards the 230.60s. I'm annoyed, man. I'm annoyed. Guys. Oh, man. Tesla today, guys. It just doesn't want me to short it. It doesn't want me to get it. Look at that, guys. Look at that. I had the orders ready there. You guys can see it right there. Just no fill. It was so close. It went to 89. It was 10 cents off that fill, and I would be already up $200. And I was looking to get 800 shares between 233 and 232. Now I got to just wait on the sideline. I hate chasing down here. I hate just shorting here and then watching the stock go back to 231 or 232. But boy, oh boy, was Tesla a good short for today. All right, whatever. That I'll just have to let that one go, man. I'll go look at a different short. Maybe Serve trying to come back up, trying to reject now that 21 breakout to the upside. Serve looks like one we can go for a quick short here. All right, 2050s is going to be kind of the risk here. Oof, it's already kind of cutting down. I hate when I do that, guys. I hate when I go looking at a trade and it looked good, but I have literally probably 2 seconds to make the trade. Right there was a clear example. I wanted to get short the 2030s. I was going to risk off this kind of 2060s on the upside, but I needed to make sure that at the end of the day that it didn't make sense for it to come right back up towards the 21. So, hey, that's just how it goes, guys. Missing that trade right there. We'll see what happens. Missing on that. Just a little slow on the reaction. And it could have been a great trade here on Serve already. Starting to come down. I was going to go big, 1,000 shares. Be up about 300, looking for the break through 19. And that's really the breakdown through 19. We break down through that 19 again, and I feel like this could go to 18 in a flash. All right, guys, going to have to leave this one alone. IMNN is starting to come back. It's at 330s. Will this one make another move, guys? We'll find out. Clean Spark starting to come down there. That's still kind of cutting down. That doesn't look good. Short battle. Microsoft taking a quick dip there. Just doesn't look good out there, guys. All right, we'll see you around. What else is making a trade? Where's the Nikola? Man, not much, man. Not much I can get out there right now. What's up with the Weibo? It's not much, man. Not much I can see out there, guys. Still slow, too. I'm not seeing much action. All right, Merck. That one was down big. That one's still down. Pfizer down big, back towards the 30. PCSA fading off that 270. Just not much right now, man. All right, guys, we'll have to stick around and just kind of wait for it to happen, man. I need time to think about a stock, then they move too fast and reverse too fast. Yeah, man. The one thing is, Bullseye, if you're taking the fast trades, it's very hard. If you're not a person that you can make those fast trades, that's another thing to think about, right? Some traders just can't make those fast trades. Nice rejection there. It's a 20 there on serve. Look to see if it starts to really break down there. Tesla, you evil Tesla. Now down to 229, guys. So I had a good outlook. It missed me by 10 cents, man. Just got to let it go. Good outlook on shorting Tesla today. Give yourself a pat on the back. Let it go. It is what it is. TWOU might short this bad boy as it keeps trying to go back up, but hasn't gotten the lift. There's a gap to fill, though, towards 4. So you got to keep that in mind. You could still fill the gap and then make the down move. Keeping that in mind, you got to be careful there. It has been trying to push here. Coursera is another one that has been trying to get the lift there. That actually doesn't look bad. So that's why I don't want to fight it too much on this TWOU. Could do the push towards 4 and then let go. So right now I'm going to look for that. I'm going to look for the push towards 4. Later in the day, I can get short this big on TWOU. Let me know if you guys see that go towards 4. I'm definitely going to be watching it. I'll set the alert. It actually makes sense for the 4 push. Look to see if it gets it. Mira just not making the move. I'm going back towards that one to see what happens here, to see if it's going to push through the 270s or if I'm just going to take the $2,000 available to me right now and just run. Need it to be 10 cents though, right? It would need to be at least up through the 270s. They serve down towards the 1960s. Come on, Mira. All right, Mira. What are we going to do here? There's not much bid support here on the pullbacks. So it could come really quick towards the 455s. Got to keep that in mind. It's trying to get through the 270s. Just can't do it right now. 1,630s at 269. Here's that pullback. Trying to reload. Just doesn't want to go, man. Doesn't want to get the lift. We'll see what happens on that one. ATPC, that really cheap name's at 18 cents. We'll look to see if it comes back towards 26 cents. But this one could also be a long for me. I feel like I don't mind it there. Don't mind it. The pullback's to 16 cents, so you're risking literally 2 pennies on the name. You got to make 10 cents on the upside, right? So you got to get it through the high, which is 28 cents. But it doesn't look bad there, but it's so cheap, guys. Really not a name that I trade often. INVO, will this one hold the $1 or will it just do a $1 cut down right back down? Very capable of just cutting right back down. LUMN, you guys were talking about that one in the chat just recently. Look at that one, $3 showing up there. LUNM holding that 9 EMA to the key. That's what was said in the chat, and I see it, man. Shout out to you. Whoever mentioned that a little earlier ago, I did see you guys mention that. So hey, shout out to you guys. All right, guys. Yeah, I mean, Bullseye, it's just a part of the game, man. You know, one of the things is, especially if you're frustrated, go take some time, go take a rest. Like always, we can't just be battling the market. We got to sometimes just find, how do we really make this a success, right? That's what you want to be finding out. That's what you want to be kind of thinking about, right? Because that's what's going to get you to that green, right? We need to go ahead and work it through there and seeing where we can find success. Did not get that trade there through the 270s. Maybe that extra ad that I got, but I got that ad at 260. So at the end of the day, it needs to get through that 270s, back through the 280s, going towards 3 for me to get the big win in Mira today. All right, looking around to see if there's any other names that are making a move here. Save, CGC. Cannabis name's actually not looking too bad here. We'll see if it breaks through the 8, starts making that lift. Tilray was one that was making a move earlier. We'll look to see how those go. But Mira on the pullback here, back towards the 260s. Could go straight towards the 255s here, guys. 255s has some good sizing there. There's going to be some sizing that tries to fill. So just be careful out there. I can see that filling. Mira just hasn't wanted to go. So I'm going to stick around with this one just because the hourly still looks really good. It's just kind of one of these trades where it's going to chomp around for some time, then make a quick move to 3 if it makes it. So, hey, I'll keep looking to size in. If it pulls back to 255 here, 250s, I'll size in more. I'm taking the big shot on Mira today. That's my stock that I want to take the shot in. ENVB, another one that's trying to make the lift right now off to 57 cents. Could go back to 76. Who knows? Maybe this one makes a run towards $1. Really, I could see 80 cents being kind of the high right now. Then from there, the next step is 95. But ENVB trying to catch the support right now off the 56 cents. We'll look to see if that holds on and makes it a little push up. Doesn't look too bad there. NDRA, even cheaper one. Holy moly, 8 cents. NVD, this is the granite short of NVIDIA. Not a bad one, right? So you could be trading NVIDIA even in the penny challenge, just trading this one, the NVD. Hey, there's always ways to trade, guys. Got to know ways to make that money. SQQQ Wisdom, getting after it. Okay, I see you, man. We'll see what happens. How is the Qs? The Qs are down. It's slow, though, man. It's a slow leak. Microsoft down to 425.46. Tesla, I hate you. 230.28. Elon, yeah, you heard me say it. I'm going to know when I get like the algo hit down later. MLGO back down to $1.33. Wouldn't you know it on MLGO? What a crap. All right, guys, looking around, guys, it just seems like it's one of those days where, man, it's like they're waiting for the big boy earnings tonight. Barely any trading going on, at least from what I'm seeing. There's not much action right now. So I'll keep looking, guys. But it's one of those days where, I mean, I'm even having struggles on what to trade. That usually is never a struggle. I usually have more than enough to trade. So we'll look to see what happens out there. Right now, there's not much I see. All right, guys, seeing what else is trading out there. There's not much I'm liking right now. Save is up a decent amount, but I mean, that's what, 10 cents overall. It looks big, but it's not much at all. Q's still down there. SPY still down there. We'll look to see if we get some kind of bounce, right? Some kind of bounce. Apple is red. Look to see if that comes back a little bit there. Serve. What's up with the serve? It's trying to come back now. We'll look to see if serve gets going. SLS. Here's another one, guys. 140. But man, this thing hasn't gone anywhere. There's not much out there, guys, right now. That ATPC rejected that move. Mira just hanging off this 260. What I'm going to do for Mira, guys, is I'm going to set up a buy on the 280s. When it finally goes through that, I do want to take another 15,000 shares. But it has to go through that. That's at 280s. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a stop limit there. 280s with a 275 or 270 pullback fill. So I'll do 270s because I'm sure the spread will be wide when it gets there. But hey, just trying to look for the trade and for the breakout. The breakout's back to that 280. IMNN rejecting that 3 again, guys. So it's been rejection off that 3. Could really break down here off the 3 and start moving back towards 250s, 225s. Doesn't look too bad there for that to happen. It was a quick rejection just recently off that 330s. Could let go off this 3 and really start going back to the 260s. So here's the bear battle type of stock here that I can come after. It'd be off this $3 for a drop back down. So let's see if I can go ahead and just short IMNN here. It's tried to come up towards 340s. What? 1, 2, 3 times rejected that. Could come to the 320s first before it really gets that next rejection. But I have it down 1, up 1, down 2, up 2, down 3, up 3. Probably not coming back towards that 350. Looking for the takedown below the support, which is a move through the 280s here. Could go back to 320s before that takedown. So that's one thing to keep in mind. If I get a small little pop here towards the 320s, wouldn't mind the short off of that. So I'll wait for that, right? I'm going to wait for a pop to get short. A lot of times I like to short into strengths versus the weakness. Right now, the short into weakness would be this $3 right here. But I'm going to look for a quick pop and then it fades right back towards that 3. All right, guys, SoFi probably going to get those fills there. And SoFi, it hasn't wanted to make the move today, guys. SoFi, at least, that's for sure, hasn't wanted to make the move in a second here. Probably going to get some more ads, but looking for this to come down and try to get me some fills towards the 20s here. I have a lot of share size towards the 20, so we'll see if I get these fills back towards the 20. But hey, definitely don't want to see it break through that 20 on any cut down here. Just looking to go ahead and get all these fills back towards 723s and 720. So we'll see if we start to get that fill. It's at 728, 729s. Really looking for this to get back. But man, if this breaks through the low, I got to go at 720s. 21,000 shares of SoFi. Savage. All right, still got the market leader account that I could take a trade on. Let's go take a look at Netflix, how it finally did. It did do pull back towards the 630s here. And so I got an attempt look here, right? I can either go for that Netflix back towards the 634s and it gets towards 640s today on the upside breakout, or I can look for some breakdowns out there and try to get short on some names like Tesla and things like that. The Qs have been weak, but I have a feeling we're just going to get this rampant back move. So let's go ahead. Let's see if I can get Netflix on the downside here and take the shot at Netflix here. Just got to go bigger quick in Netflix. I'm going to try that right now. All right, let's go for 50 shares. 629 by 96, 629 by 67. I actually like that. I'd like to see it drop the tiniest amount here, 629.67, because the spread is wide here. You guys can see it. Big, wide spread. So going to give it the chance to maybe do the cut down through the 628s, then start working its way back. Man, there's not much at all today, man. It's a struggle. It's a struggle right now, guys. A lot of times I can find trades very easily. Like this PayPal, I don't know, man. Looks like a kind of a head and shoulders on the 15 minutes, but it's trying to hold the VWAP and make that move back to 65. It's trying. And it could just start to fade back towards the 50%, which is that move to 62. Square, still really weak. That's another sign that you might not get that PayPal move. Man, it just seems like someone hit the stop button. Someone hit the pause button on the market, because that's the way it's trading right now. YIBO trying to recover 4. Maybe this one starts to make the move back after yesterday's move. Of course, a daily chart has that pullback. Could cut back towards the 350s, but could run back there. This thing was up there towards 783s yesterday. So YIBO definitely still in play. There's Netflix trying to do that undercut towards it. There's 629s. Now starting to come down a little bit. And it just not the favorable day for sure. Q's still weak here, still coming down here. SQQQ is trying to break through the high. Sox S and another one that's trying to break through 28. Disney trying to bounce a little bit today. Mickey D's bouncing off that VWAP there. That doesn't look too bad there. Starbucks trying to bounce a little bit. What's up with Chipotle? Chipotle finally getting some love. Man, it went down to 50. That thing got a haircut and a half. Like there was a discount at Chipotle. Chipotle never gives discounts. All right, guys, we'll see if that keeps pushing. There's not, I look at so many charts here and there's just nothing that's like, oh yeah, go grab a ton of this. Just a bunch of like kind of rejections there. How's Nike doing? Talked about Nike maybe finally turning around, and it's doing well on the day. It's doing well. It's pulling back here. Could look for maybe some buyers to come back in and go back to 74.30s. The Qs are just so low, not doing anything here. Netflix still trying to come back, but the truth is it's the Qs. The Qs are dragging. The SPY is dragging. It just looks ugly out there. Meta reports tonight. That's actually doing decent. That's trying to come back through that 469. Doesn't report tonight. It's tomorrow night for Meta, but looking at Microsoft also to see if that comes back. PayPal holding in there. Will it make the move to 65 today? Can PayPal bulls turn this thing around? You can see the 15 minutes has been holding. Could push back through that 64.60, going towards 65. Boy, oh boy, is this trade right now. The trade right now is just not there, and it's kind of a little bit dull and a little bit boring right now on this action. That's for sure. Apple, we'll see if Apple starts to get moving back up here. AMD was down big, back towards 139, still down big. Nvidia at 107. TSM down big. These stocks just don't want to bounce right now. And Tesla, you're dead to me, man. Down to 229. Just not much going on, guys. Not much I can see. Looking around to see what else is showing up there. Just seems like a mixed noise type of market right now. There is some stocks that are up, but it's the ugly sectors. It's like finance. The cyclicals are up, but resorts and casinos not looking too bad. Caesars I talked about before the bell. That could be one that I can maybe take a look at here. Caesars. How's CrowdStrike doing? I could trade Caesar to the upside here. I think I might trade this one. Does have earnings coming up and just held the 37 spot. Doesn't look too bad. 15-minute has some bottoming off this 39.75. Could look for the move back here towards kind of 75, 70, 37.25 and then 38s on the breakout to the upside. So about $1 on the upside break. Could look for pullbacks back towards 36.80s to kind of hold again and make another attempt towards that layer. So that'd be a move back towards, like, let's say this 36.70s and then comes up through 37s. Doesn't look too bad here. We'll see what happens in Caesars Entertainment. If it can give me that little dip here, then the move right off of that 36.80, 36.70s back to 37. Doesn't look too bad there on Caesars. Of course, I would have to get really big to make some money on this because I don't think it'll move more than $1. But we'll see if it pulls back a little bit here and gives me the opportunity to get that 37. All right, guys, going to go towards the other account, the bull run one here, and take a look to see if I get these SoFi ads. As if I do get these ads, they're going to be quick, and it could stop me out at the 5,000 stop out there. We'll see what happens in SoFi. So I'm taking these shots. All right, we'll see what happens here. There's a lot of orders I have right there ready to get some fills on the downside of that SoFi move. Here we go. Starting to get that downside. It's going to be quick filling here. Let's see what happens. I pulled them down towards the 722s to give myself a couple of cents here. All right, nice reversal off of that, going right back towards the upside here. So would love to see it come back through 734s, and then I can start to size in bigger and bigger on SoFi. Taking a big swing on this thing. Let's see what happens. Let's see if the Qs reverse back to the upside and we start to get to the up move, because I need to see the up move to really get that push. SPY and the Qs still coming down there, and boy, oh boy, should have gone short in on Tesla today. And I was talking about that even on Twitter, but I ain't going to worry about that right now. I'll take a look at that action a little bit. Guys, it's 10:58. Look at Q, says Great Scott. I'll take a look at Q. Let's take a look at Q. CUE, 78 cents. Just pulled back. Was up there towards 90 cents. So it looks interesting. Definitely got the move there to get the push. On the penny challenge, I don't have much, but this is one that I'd be looking at. 77 on that pullback. I love trades that do that 1 minute pullback, giving you that opportunity at the 80 cents for the pushback through the $1. That's what I'd be looking at on this. It just got a ton of volume right there. CUE. We'll see what happens on that one. Still in Mira and just staying to it, but hey, we'll see what happens on there. Market leader, going to continue to watch that Fizer. Looking for that little dip there, and then eventually for the push. So another kind of bottoming towards the 3670s and then coming back through 37. All right, let's go to that bull run, see what happens, see if I can get SoFi. I'm pushing it here, guys. About to get some fills here, getting some fills down, guys. So got to be careful here. All right, they're right there. They're off the 720s and the 721s. So here it is, guys. There's the fills now. I got to be careful. Stop is ready for it. If it hits down here, it's probably going to stop me out. It's pretty close to getting me out here, guys. We'll see what happens in SoFi. I think 716s gets me out here. So we'll see what happens. Could get the stop out on the bull run, the max stop out. Let's see if I get it triggered. I got as big a size as I can do, and I'm at 736, so not far from the price action. Just need to get back to the VWAP. Let's see what happens here. It's a tight one. Most traders would probably not show you this one. They'd show you the one they're winning right now, but I want to show you guys this because this is the pressure. This is the account. This is what it's about. Taking shots. Let's see what happens here on SoFi. All right, we'll see what happens here. It's definitely chomping around. Could hit the 716s any second here, and then I'm out. So here's 1718s by the bid. Could hit it right now. We'll see. Probably going to get cut out here. All right, guys, that's going to probably do it for today. Going to go ahead and show you guys this trade overall. Was trying to take the SoFi trade, the bulls, right? Running with the bulls today. Let's take a look at that action. Was trying to make a trade on SoFi back to 8. It didn't work out right now. We'll see if it doesn't work out overall, but it doesn't look good right now. Here's the trade, guys. Here's the entries. You guys can see it. Trying to take this shot in SoFi. Was looking for this to push back on the daily chart. especially the daily. That's what I was looking at. You can see this daily pullback. Should have held the 750 pullback. You can see it right here on that pullback. If it held that 750, came back through that 790s, it looked great for this high right here, which was 806. That could have been a big win right there. Now it's back towards support, so could crack down towards the 710s and $7. That will get me out on, of course, the trade. There it is, guys. You guys see it. RIP to the bull run today. Didn't get that one today and just stopped me out. And it's a small trigger, guys. 17 could come back, but hey, that's how it goes, guys. Sofi loss on that one, $5,000 down on the bull run count. And we'll see what happens on the penny challenge, right? Took the shot, guys. I got the shot in Mira. We'll see what happens in Mira later today. Didn't take too many trades today, guys. And I'm a little frustrated on that, but there really wasn't much opportunities that I was seeing in the market today. So we'll see what happens with that one. Of course, I still got this Mira. We'll see what happens with Mira, if that can get me back to the green. Doesn't look good right now, but hey, that's how it is. I'm canceling that stop ad. We'll see what happens if it does make a move. Doesn't look great right now in Mira, but it could always make the move back to the 260s, 280s. We'll find out on that one. All right, guys, let's flow through this. Let's go to one more account. Let's take a look at the bear challenge. No trade on that one today. On the market leader, did make about 16 bucks, but come on, I mean, 16 bucks, nothing there, right? So going to keep battling like always, guys. The competition is all about learning, right? Getting the skills and taking what you need to understand that at the end of the day, what do we need to make money? Well, we need capital. And that's what Trade the Pool is really here for. You guys see what buying power could really return. There's people making $20,000 on one trade. That's absolutely insane money for all of us. I don't think there's anyone out here that 20K isn't big money. So we'll see what happens like always, guys. Going to continue battling, going to keep going after it in the competition. It's good to see some great faces and some new faces in the chat. So smash the like always. I see Mighty Soldier out there. I see Great Scott getting after it, mentioning multiple great names. Misha, Yasmin. Hey, all you guys that stuck around, especially to the end today, keep getting after it in the competition. I wish you guys the best. And guess what? We still got 3 more days of this. So keep worrying about staying in the battle and giving yourself the chance to make that big gain, right? Another big thing, another big tip I've been talking about is getting yourself a cushion on these accounts. If you can make $5,000, $6,000 on the day, then you can have an $11,000 risk on one trade. We'll see what happens. It's good to see everybody out there. Smash the like, keep getting after it. I wish you guys the best. I truly do. The biggest, most important thing I want you guys to get out of this is to have a good time. So like me today, I struggled, but I'm not going to view it as a negative because there was still some positives out there. Tesla was a good view. Just wasn't able to execute on it. That's how trading goes, team. Smash the like. I'll see you guys back tomorrow morning, 8:30. And yes, I got to get you one of these mugs, my friend. I'll tell you what. How about we meet up? I got to meet you up, my friend. Mighty Soldier Trades. We got to go ahead and meet up. I'm down in Florida. We'll probably meet up, and maybe I get you a little Trade the Pool mug. Let's get after it, team. Get on the battles. We'll see how you guys are back in the Olympics. Right now, I see the best trade on is a $17,000 trade still on that ATPC. It was a short. They're trying to get it, guys. They got in at 27 cents. They could take the profit at 17 cents. They got the profit towards the 14. We'll see what happens there. $10,000 trade out there also. And a short on INN. Really winning from 340s to 304s, 56,000 shares up 19,000. So take the shots, guys. There's definitely shots to be made. We'll see what happens. Like always, guys, we'll be back tomorrow morning, starting up at 8:30 and getting after it. Like always, traders, you never know what success can bring. There's one thing that's for certain. Trading is going to be a battle. There's nobody out there that has a 100% win rate. And if they do, please give me a call, because they're probably lying. But we'll see what happens. Let's get after it. I'll be back 8:30, and we'll see. Maybe I bounce back. Who knows? Time to get after it, traders. We'll see you back tomorrow morning.